Well, here we are again, my friends. And I do say that lovingly. Here we are once again. But unfortunately, we are once again witnessing an absolutely woeful display by our Reds. Absolutely sickening display of heart, of urgency, of geez, you almost run out of words that can describe what it is. But yeah, I don't even know if the word embarrassing does tonight justice. Anfield, our cathedral, witnessed another ghost performance. I think it witnessed the absolute horrible showing by a team that, let's be honest, has a lot of more questions than answers. Another night where Liverpool looked like a team stitched together from confusion, not conviction. That was someone that I thought would be pretty safe to guarantee a win in this. Had my army jacket on and everything, ready to go to war, and it seems like I'm a POW here, because this is tough, extremely tough to weather. 3 games in a row conceding 3 or more goals. That means we let Forest City and now PSV at home score 4 goals on us. 4 goals conceded. And by the end, it felt like the stadium wasn't cold. It just felt like the football was. It felt like this team had given up on itself. And for everyone out there who wants to hear me say, I'm not going to go on a rant per se, but these are things that I emphasized are difference makers in what a coach can bring to a club. For some of us that have been in the locker room, not this particular locker room, but in a locker room, where a coach can inspire you, can instill confidence, can possibly even renew confidence. Whatever's being spoken on, whatever's being drilled into these players, it has completely fallen flat. And that's just the ugly truth. Let me see if I can make sure. This wasn't bad luck this time, I'll say that much. It wasn't poor officiating. This wasn't one moment. This wasn't one player. This is a team without an identity, without structure, and without answers. And that, after 17 months, is the loudest alarm we've heard under Arne Slot. Tonight's show isn't about excuses. It's about accountability. It's about clarity and honesty. So let's buckle up, because we're going to have to definitely dig down into the sand and really get hunkered in for some real uneasy conversations. I'm sure I'll be. I'm sure some of us will be together. I mean, I think one of the only fortunate things, and hopefully my internet stays with me, but One of the only fortunate things is I had to watch the game on my phone. End up was trying to watch it online, and then it went to phone. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh man, because yeah, unfortunately couldn't watch it online. So some of the game I didn't get to exactly see. But I mean it's not like that's that much of a it's not like it's that much of a it's like I missed much, it seems like. I know what happened, but it's not like I missed much because the portions I did see looked uninspired, looked this looked uh unimaginative. It's why it's extremely why a lot of things that I emphasized last year were parts and points about our team that definitely um, wanted to stress were not the team that we knew previously from the previous coach. Now with the whole let's possess the ball more, let's kick it around, let's do side to side passes, let's act like we have all day to just put cleats on top of the ball. That's not a good measure of playing the identity of football that we know and love.
Yeah,
So,
bro. Mm-hmm. All good, bro.
okay,
Bro, I
go
got
ahead and
one guy for the
yeah,
job though. If you can make my picture bigger, can ya? Of my picture.
yeah, sure.
That's the guy for the job. There you
Oh
go.
my god, oh my god.
I seen it earlier, bro. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use that picture today.
Oh
Oh
my
yeah.
goodness.
I'll put the
I'm sorry that that some of you had to look at that.
bless up Lewis, good man. Bless up KJ.
Oh, this bless up, bless up. KJ just did his own match reaction. Be sure to check that out.
Yeah, I will, man.
Um,
Bonkers as well.
yeah,
Bless up, man.
yeah,
It is what it
bless
is,
up.
bro. I've known for a long
Bonkers.
time. Even going into this game, how many defeats in 12? 9 was it? I don't know, something like that, something crazy. So it
Mhm.
was like, it is what it is, you know. If we win 4-0 today, yeah, it will give us a bit of a boost. We'll probably get battered by West Ham on Sunday. So that's the sort of vibe we've been on for a long time. It isn't like, yeah, we're sorted now. I thought the Villa Madrid game was that time period where we just
Mhm.
won them. I thought, yep, we were back on track now. And then what happened? Got beat by City 3-0. We've conceded 10 goals in 3 games, bro. That's not Liverpool, man.
Yeah, yeah. It isn't. It really isn't.
He's breaking
It
records
is.
now, Lewis kid. Like PSV, we've lost two of them twice in 2 seasons now. That's a bit of
Yeah,
embarrassment. Is the manager as well? He don't really do well against that. The manager of PSV. I think
yeah,
he sort of ruined their league title push a season or so ago, a couple of seasons back. Yeah. So he's had his number a few times.
yeah.
Look, bro, the first half, I reckon.
Are you trying to say
We...
that he's a mole? Are you trying to say that Arnie Slot's a mole?
But first half, we looked good in phases, you know. I don't know what's happened to Ekatike. I hope he's all right. He was playing pretty well. But throughout the game, bro, I've never seen a team not feed the Niners less as much as this lot, bro. We don't do it. There's no let's look, there's the number 9. Give it to him to score. Like there's none of that football. You know, back in the days, that's what you do in a game down the park. You get the ball, bang, square ball to the striker, bang, he'll score. Job done. These guys don't do that. The simple thing. Not once did I feel Gapco or Salah is going to give Ekatike or eyes up the ball in the position they can just tap it in.
Mm,
Never, bro. And I can't understand that. You're getting paid that much money. You got that much experience. You can't even do that. You know,
yeah,
that's the worrying thing.
yeah,
Yeah, Van Bronckhorst, I wasn't even over the moon when he came in anyway. I was like, he's too Arsenal for me. Um, yeah. But for me, number twos are number twos. You know what I mean? Arne Slot's his own boss, and he's still sort of playing midfielders or right backs. One game now and again, fair play, you can do it. But now when you see Gomez on the bench, Ramsey wasn't even in the squad. I'm not sure if he was. He was saying that he
He
weren't.
wasn't. Ramsey wasn't in the squad.
Yeah,
He was not.
I'm not sure if he can play in the Champions League anyway.
No, I don't. He's not. He's not eligible.
Registered.
I don't believe
Yeah,
he's eligible.
yeah.
So
Like for me,
I
bro,
guess
I wouldn't
not.
even. I wouldn't even rested Sobotlai for
It
today's
didn't
game.
even. I'll tell you this real quick too. Oh, sorry, just to interject. Just to add to what you're saying. I mentioned it in the pre-match or the roll call. You're allowed to bring 12 players to the game. And it's not even like, oh, well, we didn't have enough seats on the plane or something. It's at home, okay? And we still chose to bring 9 players. And now those 9 players, 2 of them were goalkeepers.
Yeah.
That says a lot. That says either this coach has a trust issue with some of the players, that we have. Look, a good number of the players that are youth academy players that we would have possibly relied on in this case have been shipped out, sold.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm talking about your Tyler Mortons, and heck, even a Harvey Elliott would have made it.
Don't Harvey Elliott today's game. He would have got us on the like him and Salah used to always work together, and that's what I liked about Harvey Elliott. He weren't the type of guy to get the ball and pass it backwards. You get the ball. What can I do first? Like, what's the best option? What can I do here? And that's what I liked about Harvey Elliott. And since he's gone, for me, I blame Slot. He cleared the ship too much. It was a bit too much for me. He ripped, I wouldn't say the soul out the club, but he ripped a lot of people who have been sort of good for us. For me, I would have even kept Kwanzaa, bro.
But that's again why I said what I said. I know, like Nalante was saying about my comment, but it's the reason why, like, I don't get. I do get it because some people just haven't been in that place or really experienced that type of I can't think of the words, but it's like there are times when you're on a team and it is vibes. It is about the element of like belief and trust and the faith that you have in your coach, in your teammates, in everything about you yourself personally. And sometimes, just sometimes, that can get you over the line. That can get you through hard times and rough periods and rough patches. It can keep your spirits up alive and have you not doubting yourself, have you not maybe doubting not only yourself, but maybe your teammates or maybe even your coach or all three or a combination of it. And that's why, like, I've been saying that, like, I get that there are some people that appreciated the tactics approach that the coach brought to us that was different than maybe the previous gaffer. But you can't replace, you cannot replace the kind of spirit and elements that players receive or get from a coach that they believe in, that they trust. It makes a huge, huge difference. And I'm not putting this all on Arnie because the players are the ones that go out on the pitch. They have to show and prove for themselves. What I am saying is if a coach is not recognizing that he is setting up his players for failure, he is doing more harm than good. And this coach, time and time again, has been doing this since we've been ringing the alarm bell from PSG last year. This is his only pathway towards redemption is the Champions League tournament. Unfortunately for him, Wirtz wasn't available to play today, which probably made somewhat of a difference. But all the same, he's got to figure out a way to put the right players on the pitch and for them to go forward as a unit. I am going to say to my Nippon brethren, I feel for you, my brother. I understand that it is an honor and is a privilege to play for this club. But Endo, I will say this, I feel for you. Because there was absolutely no reason, without any doubt, for me to be able to say that you possibly could have been put out onto this pitch and at least given your best effort to contribute. And I believe that Endo would have, because we all know what kind of heart and what kind of intensity he brings and urgency he brings to the pitch. I'm going to say Joey G. I don't know what is your current status of your health. I don't know if you're getting injections just to stay upright so that you can, play as much as you can or contribute something. But if you're not available, if you're not fit, there is no reason why I should see you on that bench. Every last player on the bench should be able to give in a game like tonight. Every last player that you put on that bench should be able to give you a full 90. And there's absolutely no question without a doubt that if you cannot, then you are doing more harm than good in being there. And that's the sad reality. I'm going to start with some basics, and I'm going to get JK's read on some of these questions, and I'm going to pose to him.
Yeah, bless up Norman in the chat as well, Chris.
Bless up, Norman.
Red armchair. I hope you're cool, man.
Bless up, Chris. If you're free, Chris, if you want to, Chris Angel, if you want to join the panel, you're more than welcome. You know that. Just hit me up. Hit me up if you have time. I know that you're a busy man, but if you do have time, or if you do want to join and weigh in, just hit me up and I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link for sure.
Yeah. There's a few little boos at the end, I heard. Yeah. Anfield never boos, man. And you never see empty seats at Anfield. And it's happened twice in a week now. That's major, man. That's major. Norman, you can't really say, did you enjoy it? What happened?
No.
I think we played well first half. We started off well, and we were showing initiative to we want to win the game.
So, let's see. What time is it now? Is it 11 o'clock in England?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 minutes past.
So I'm going to keep my eye on my alert here. Let me see if I can let me find Chris's. All right. I sent it to your X account, Chris, but I'm going to keep this open for all of us. Let me see. I'm actually even just put it on his. We are apparently going to hear some major news that's going to be dropped within the hour, within the next 30 minutes, I think.
Mm-hmm. You said that though.
Oh, well, I have it up as I spoke. It is, I have this. This is your boy, Indy.
Oh, Indy. Go on, lad.
All right. So this is according to Indy. Liverpool Football Club is holding an emergency meeting tomorrow to discuss the pressing issue of the team's poor performance and the future of manager Arne Slot, according to respected sources. With Michael Edwards, the CEO of football for Fenway Sports Group. And let me make sure this. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready, Chris. Okay, I'm gonna add Chris as well. I'm gonna finish this. So with Michael Edwards, the CEO of football for Fenway Sports Group, and sporting director Richard Hughes, which they will attend the meeting. This is a crucial moment for the club. High-level officials from FSG are ready to make tough decisions, including the potential removal of Arne Slot, despite the initial plan to give him until January. The urgency of the situation cannot be overstated. The team's struggles may force their hands sooner than expected. The clock is ticking, and the stakes have never been higher for LFC. All right.
Yeah, like the whiskey, my thoughts exactly. He's guessing again. I could have said that. Easy Chris as well coming in.
Hey, what's up?
Well, good man.
Big up, Chris. Big up, Chris. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I didn't catch the full game, but I watched the third goal we conceded. I
Okay.
watched some of the game after that. But I was talking to Big Up Rasta, and he was just venting to me in regards to the performance. And it's kind of like I don't know, because I've been trying to be very positive this season. I think it was a great summer. You know, obviously the loss of Jota was hard for all of us, but I think in
Mhm.
regards to business, I think we did pretty well. Honestly, I was very
Mhm.
surprised with the amount of money we spent. I think a lot of us were a bit surprised of how much money we
Mhm.
spent and how much
And
players
how
we
we kept
brought
spending
in.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and how much players we brought in. But honestly, when you really sit back and grasp the situation, I think we've been bad since the last 3 months of last season. When you really think about it, I,
Absolutely.
right? If you really deep and analyze the situation, I think the last three games of the last 3 months, or maybe even 2 months of last season, we were very poor. I think
Mhm.
we ran out of steam. I think everyone's excuse was we just won the league, so we took off the back pedal. Right? I think everyone was saying that.
Which is sad. Sad. That's sad. I got a lot of flack for saying that I wanted. KJ and I were talking about this. Both of us wanted to see our team, at least get 90 points for the season. I
Exactly.
thought
Yeah.
that should have been the goal. That should have been something that you circle on the bulletin board, or on the board, and say this is where we're shooting for. This is what we're trying to achieve.
Hmm.
And that would have meant winning games that we ended up losing poorly towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
And it was like I kept getting told, well, who cares, we won the league, or who cares? And I was like,
But
yeah,
that, but
who
that, that, that,
cares,
cre-
I do.
that, but that creates like you said, right? That creates an atmosphere of
Absolutely.
complacency, I think, in a way, right? Of
Absolutely.
like, but hey, who are we we're Americans, right? We don't know anything,
Mm.
right? So yeah.
So no, hell, I think we know more than anything.
Yeah. So,
That's all we want to do is win
yeah,
as
yeah. So,
Americans.
but but in regards to
Truly.
Liverpool, I think you mentioned it. There's a lot. I think we don't know what's going on in the club, right? But there it seems to be a lack of motivation,
Yeah,
communication, um, lack of drive.
yeah,
Uh, I,
yeah,
for me to say that he lost the dressing room is extreme for me to say, but it looks like that when you look at
yeah,
body language, when you look at some of the stuff. I think I there was something he said, and you guys can quote me if I'm wrong or whatever, or fix
mhm,
what I'm about to say. But it was along the lines of teams are playing differently this season. We got to figure it out. And I'm like, what did you expect the teams to do? Play the same last season?
yeah,
Like there's
exactly.
jobs on the lines. There's money involved in the game. Like you can't expect teams to play the same way. And
Right.
then this
Right.
this excuse of the long ball situation. Oh, we can't figure out the long ball situation is crazy to me to say. You're getting paid millions of dollars, man, or pounds
Hmm.
or whatever he's getting paid at. Figure it out.
Hmm.
For me, something that we criticize Klopp as tactically, right? Because
Hmm.
my thing with Klopp was the power of friendship and Care Bear stuff, and I'm like, nah, man, be
Yeah, I
ruthless,
know you
right?
hate that stuff. I
I
know you hate
hated
that
that
stuff.
stuff,
Right.
right? But and also I questioned Klopp's tactical decisions sometimes.
Hmm.
And Slough, when he first came in, it was like a breath of fresh air. Like the way he analyzed the game, the way he spoke or articulated the
Hmm.
game, the way he
Hmm.
had the players. Like I thought there was a page to a new leaf, like a new book or whatever. And now it just seems
Hmm.
he lost it or whatever. And it's a bit confusing to me as to he convinced a lot of these players to come in. Like he apparently from what I read is he convinced Verts to come in. He had a powerful presentation. He told him what he wanted to do or what he expected from him. Verts hasn't fit in. He doesn't. For me, I think Verts will make it. He's gonna be great. I think, but he looks lost. You bring in two fullbacks that are known to attack or have great attacking ability. I don't see that at all. You have Kirkis that doesn't have a. I think he's in a way a attack first, defend later type of player.
Hmm.
But you have him inverting. That's not his game. Do you know what I mean? He is like night and day when he plays for Hungary. Frimpong hasn't been playing at all. Well, obviously he's been injured, but even when he wasn't injured, he wasn't playing. He was playing Bradley.
Right.
Um,
He
you
was he
know,
was letting him play a little bit on the
yeah, you know,
right. We've seen him as a right wing
and
more than we've seen him
it's
as a
criminal too. Like you just said at Endo, like how can he not have a stiff? You know what I mean? Like there's players like
right.
that. Obviously I know Joey G's a bit complicated because obviously he's injury. He gets a lot of injuries, and maybe he's just trying to get him back to fitness. But it's like, what was it? The last game of the game before, we need to score a goal, and you bring him on. You bring Joey G on. Make that make sense to me.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's a bit confusing as to what's the plan is. At this point, I don't even blame Slot no more or the players. At this point now, it's the board. What are you going to do? Because uh, I'm pretty sure Slot's not going to sit there and be like, hey, you know what? I'm not meant for the job. I'm let's rip up my contract and I'll go my way. He's not going to do that. So
No.
that's
No.
on upper management. At that point right now, I'm currently blaming upper management now. It's not, you know what I mean? And then the solution isn't buying more players. In my
No.
opinion, you got to hit the books. You
But
got to you
that's what
got to
I've been. That's what I was just, Chris. And I'm gonna make sure Delonte gets involved in this too. I know Delonte heard my comment. Possibly, maybe that's why his ears are ringing. So I mentioned a comment about our discussion in the chat, but not in depth, at all.
Mm.
But I was watching Lawrence McKenna, who I do respect and I do respect him, and I do think he's a good representation of Liverpool. He's one of the few out there that do this. But uh, but he had his last episode was supposed to be a convincing moment for us to understand that getting Gahey was going to be the missing piece towards us having some semblance of a team that can challenge and will come together. We are, I think, long past one player being the missing piece for this team. There's so many different things that are going poorly for this club. Um, and I don't think it has anything to do with just one player, one individual player. But I just wanted to interject that. Or Chris, did you want to wrap up what you're saying, or is that all you want to say?
No. Like I just wanted to see where everyone's headspace at because I for some reason this season, like I said, I'm trying to be positive and
I know. I don't know what's going on. I was
uh,
like,
I try to be
Darth
positive. I'm
Vader.
like, you
Darth
know what?
Vader. This is like
Let's
Darth
give.
Vader after the Return of the Jedi. You're like hanging
Yeah.
out with Obi-Wan,
Nah, like
looking down about the helmet and everything, just chilling. I'm like,
nah, but
what's
I was
going
like, you
on?
know what? Let's give him a chance. Like, like for us, I think part of the reason why I think a lot of us, or well, now I am officially slough out, but I think a
Mhm.
lot of us were slot in was because, man, we've been deprived, I think, over the years based on management or player recruitment of not winning enough as we deserved. I think the man
Yeah.
brought us the man brought us number 20 last season. Like that has to hold some type of weight. But at some point, I think it's like, okay, you brought us number 20, but that can't be that can't that it can only carry you so much.
Mhm.
Like like what happens if we don't qualify to Champions League next season? What happens if we don't even qualify for the next round of the Champions League? Like that's
Yeah.
for any business that's not a good look after spending so much money this summer.
No, it's not.
Like, and I know people don't like FSG but in
Oh, it's
regards to
going to it's going it's those techs have already started to cheap,
yeah, of course,
cheap out.
and in regards to FSG is going to be like, wait a second now. The bare minimum, I know people don't like to hear it, but the bare minimum is to qualify for the Champions League. And if you can't do that, you can't be in the
Yeah.
you can't hold the hot seat. There's no way.
No, there's
And I
definitely
know,
yeah, there's
and
definitely.
I was in this mindset of, hey man, if we sack him, who we're gonna bring in? But at this point, it's like I feel like anyone is better right now because, like you said, right? Or we agreed, the players look unmotivated.
Mhm.
They look uninterested,
Mhm.
and there's no fight in them. So and I also, and I don't know how far would you agree with me, but I think even the leaders on the pitch, where are the leaders?
What I said before. I know that
Like what's going on there?
Virgil. I
Like
know Virgil's going to get a lot of the flack, and he rightfully so should, because I mean he was the one to let in or was responsible for the first goal, obviously with the penalty. He is our captain, so everything starts from if you're gonna when you're the captain, you have to take the blunt of all the fire for the team. But look, I mean, who 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 do you see who do you see in the press conferences? Who do you see in the interviews? Other than Virgil, who do you ever really see lately?
nobody. And and
And
and,
I'm
and this
talking
is
Jamie Carragher brought it up, and there's something I said this before Jamie Carragher did. And then after Jamie said it, I was like, oh, okay, maybe someone else is seeing it because I've been taking a lot of flack for sticking up for Virgil as a captain. But I've been saying that we have a team full of quote unquote captains and leaders
yeah.
and the
Hmm.
likes. But yet, I've only seen Virgil get a microphone stuck in his face and have to answer loss after loss after loss.
Yeah.
What's going on? You know, and like, there's other people that can address it. There's other angles of the spectrum that you could probably get a little insight from. You know,
Yeah.
and it's not like these people don't. I mean, McAllister speaks English. Mohamed Salah speaks English. It's not a language problem or a language barrier. You know, the only people I've ever seen, and then Andy Robertson spoke on it once, I think, or twice. I think mainly once when he was answering for when he was playing for Scotland. But I mean, he's answered questions before, and he's the vice captain, so that makes sense. But there, those you don't see those people. I mean, Ali's hurt, so he's not answering questions, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, I already spoke on what's on Salah. Um, but we also have other people on this team that are supposed to be the leaders in the locker room, and you don't hear from them. But that's the thing about this team, again, is that if you don't have a and presence in a coach that you can put all of your chips in and say, I believe in his message. I believe that he can figure things out. I believe because of this or that. I believe because he has done this before and gotten us out of a difficult situation. Then you can believe that. Then you can maybe trust in that. But I was called crazy because um, I was angry about PSG, Southampton, PSG, that 3-game cycle. I was
Mhm.
angry about the fact that of how we kind of sputtered towards a league win. And once we got there, it was okay. Well, all bets are off. Yeah, cool. Our coach can go party in Dubai, you know, cool,
Yeah.
or Ibiza, wherever he went, like what is that all about? That's setting a precedent. That's setting like an atmosphere, a mentality that will eventually seep in and be like, hey, just take care of yourself. Do what you did do, and yeah, and just I'll see you at the next game. That's what it feels like.
No, I
That's
completely
what
agree,
it feels.
man.
This coach, when we were losing 3 games, when we lost, I think at the beginning of these terrible run, we lost what 3 games, right? And
Mm-hmm.
this coach went to Dubai, or we went on vacation.
Yeah.
He went on vacation. Some might say I think his daughter lives in one of the towns or one of the cities or something like that. You know,
Mm.
all well and good, but you need to be at the acts of figuring things out,
Mm-hmm.
pulling long nights. There's you can sleep, you can pull up a cot there. You need to figure things out. That shows you a want and a desire to get things right.
But do you think 12th man, because honestly, if if I'm losing games or any job, if I'm underperforming, and at some point you have to sit down and be like, wait a second, this ain't working out. I got to figure this out. I might lose my job. But then if it's true what Twitter's saying, and the club fully backs him, and
Mhm.
well, at that point, well, okay, they back me. I'm cool then. I don't gotta worry. You know what I mean? So what is that? What is the conversation in the back room looking like? It just doesn't make sense in regards to, well, we got all these. Well, Michael Edwards is back. We got the brains back. We got all these people.
Right.
Like what's going on? Like in the background. Like there's no way this is okay. It just doesn't
Yeah.
make sense to me. I don't know what's going on or what you guys think, but and even also like yeah, Slav has to get the full share of the blame here,
He
right? Because
does. He
you
does.
can't because when it comes to replace, you can't replace the whole team, unfortunately. But also equally, some of these players like it is this like they like, and this is the thing, like I know Slav has a lot to do with the tactics and stuff, but when you're on the field, some of these players be misplacing passes like they need glasses or something. It gets ridiculous now.
Mhm, mhm.
You know what I mean? It just I don't know. It's frightening because damn, did he lose the locker room so fast? Like how did he lose the locker room?
How did he
What?
lose the locker room so fast? I,
Yeah,
I
like
think it's because can I real quick? Can I just my quick? This is only. I
yeah.
mean,
Go
I'm not
ahead.
in the locker room, but I would say that honestly, some of the telltale signs I think are traits that you pick up, little traits. Like you can see it in the players' reactions too. The smirk that Ibu makes, or the little bit of the pouty face that Salah makes when he's asked to come off the pitch. Some players feel entitled to be on the pitch, and
Mm.
also the mentality that you create, the atmosphere or the presence that you bring with the demeanor and everything else off the pitch means something. It was all well and good because we started off a hot streak and we got and I admit the tactics were good and you had a good mix of what you asked for, which is better tactics because you didn't like the tactics from before. Fantastic. Okay. We can argue that. But the tactics are now different. Fantastic. But at least those components of fight, grit, never say die, the heart that you saw, that was existent. That was existent in a lot of the players that were present in this team. Your Luchos, your Nunez's, your Elliott's, like those players exemplified what it meant to put on that kit and absolutely understand what the weight of the badge carried. Now you have players that I think is the reason why you saw or heard Virgil go off in the locker room. Apparently he went off so loud that people could hear him in the hallway yelling at players.
After this game? Is it after
Not this game? It was after the Forest game.
Oh, okay.
And he got in player, and he was getting in individual players' faces, saying, "How can you not be pissed off? How can you not be angry? How can you allow for that kind of a performance happen?" And you over here thinking, "Oh, where am I going to go out for dinner later on?" That's what I'm trying to get across. There are players in this locker room that have not established that mentality of what the badge means just yet. Before, with a coach that understood that, and some players that would just play for the coach plus the badge, you had that. There's no misunderstanding of it. You had players that had gone through going to Champions League finals and losing and having to go back and have to do it again. You had players that came 1 or 2 points shy of winning the league and had to refocus and go for it again. And I know people don't want to give those teams credit because they came in second place, but those teams
are
character. Teams that have build character.
Yeah.
Milner himself said it in an interview as to the losing of the first Champions League built so much character that's one of the main blocks that they used in getting over the line in the next one. It's not me saying it. It's not me speculating. That's an individual telling you what he felt and what the locker room felt. And just to dismiss those things is not anything. And you do have to factor in the loss of a lot of these players' brothers. Some of these players didn't know Diego. Some of them didn't know Jota. But some of them, he was a brother. And it's not an excuse, but it is a factor. I'm not saying you can use it as an excuse at all, other than the fact that it is a factor. And you can't escape it. And when you try to, that's how it gets worse. Because there is no escape. Things get worse. You have this depressing thing going on in your life, and the losses keep coming, and it feels like there's no escape. And you're looking at a manager who continues to put you in places that don't create answers for yourself. And the one time he did, which I believe, I've said this time and time again. I'm gonna get off the soapbox. Oh, Chris had to drop out for a second. But hopefully Lante and JK can add on to this because I'm not trying to steal the mic. When you have, I just lost my train of thought a little bit, but when you do have a lot of what you're seeing in a team, you have to figure it out quick or it just continues to get worse. And that's what we're witnessing right now. That's definitely what we're witnessing right now. I'm going to see if I can get my train of thought back because I saw Chris drop out and it kind of threw me off for a second. I'm going to go over some of this stuff too, bring in the rest of the panel, see if they're with us.
Safe, bro. Hi, Lolante. How you cool, man?
Yes.
Yeah, we got JK. We got 12. We got the chat.
What go on, bro? You know what I mean? It can't get any worse.
It can. We still could lose the FA Cup. So,
Yeah, Big Sam, get him in. At least he'll sort us out defensively. You know what I mean?
Get me in.
yeah,
Bro, I'll do it tomorrow. 10 goals in 3 games. Oof.
yeah,
That's just mad.
yeah. Liverpool made 2 changes from the Forest disaster. One forced because Ali was ill, and the other was because Ekitike earned his start over an invisible Isak, but apparently
Predictable lineup.
Ekitike is hurt as well.
I think Bonkers was saying he's back or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't think it's something major, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I don't think it's something too serious, but yeah.
It was serious enough that he made a mention of it to the coach, at least, and it was serious enough that, despite being told that, he continued to try to play through it, but because he said that he had it in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, but I don't think it's serious enough to be long term. That's what I mean.
Yeah, the challenge on him when he came off was a bit nasty, a little bit rough, wasn't it?
He should have the pen. That was a blatant pen. I don't know what the referee was doing. He's an idiot, that ref. I mean, we were poor.
Do my fucking head in.
Yeah, he was a clown, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, I'm trying not to.
So much things play on when it was involving us. But for them, he would wait and he wouldn't make a decision straight away. He would take 1 or 2
how
seconds.
are you right there with JK? The ball's there. Ekitike got tackled. He got robbed. It's a blatant penalty, and not even fair in his. Honestly.
Yeah, I wasn't even looking at it. I heard or something like that.
Yeah, a joke, but I know it's not the main thing. But yeah, that was a joke. If I'm honest, that was just disgusting.
Yeah. What was I going to bring up here? There was something I was going to say, but now I can't remember what it was. But from the opening whistle, though, we saw the same. We emphasized it before we started the show. We emphasized it yesterday in the preview. Look, we cannot concede first and have to play catch up. That's not going to be a pathway towards. It's not going to be a pathway towards success. And from the opening whistle, the same sickness that infected our football club for the last few weeks now has showed up again. Chaos in possession, no defensive structure, no transition control, no identity. Van Dijk's handball wasn't unlucky. It was almost symbolic, I think. Albeit he was being pulled down. He did have a player pulling him down, and that's maybe why he let his hand react the way it did. But that was still careless of him. It was a captain sensing danger too late, reacting instead of commanding, and yet we still found a moment when Dom Sabasalai, the one man on this team, the guy I said would be our MVP this season, a lot of people laughed at that, but the one man who refuses to lower his standards dragged us level. But like every match lately, what happens next? Not growth, no control, not learning, just repeating the same mistakes with the same predictable outcomes. Liverpool weren't beaten tonight. They unbuilt themselves tonight. Brick by brick, decision by decision, substitution by substitution, you saw the dismantling of any coherence of a team. As soon as we saw the lineup, and I'll pull the lineups out here too. As soon as we saw this lineup, and initially it had Damis Sabaslai as the right back. I was like, all right, I'm done. I was ready. I was ready to throw in the towel right there. But then we have Curtis Jones at right back. And I was just like, come on, man. Come on. Do you not like Gomez that much? Could we not at least see the guy go out there and give something on the pitch? Even if it is something where you go out and you see him and he's just not able to play, or he's just not able to give us anything on the pitch that we think we deserve here. Sub him out, and then go with your harebrained Curtis Jones at right back. I don't even know what Curtis Jones was thinking when he did that pass. For a minute, I thought Curtis Jones was trying to cross for them. Absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. I'm telling you, I just don't understand it. Just don't understand it. Saw 2 subs in this game, by the way. This coach saw what happened the entire first half and said, you know what? Go back out there and get him. 2 subs. And again, I want to say this to Chiesa, someone that some of these people, some fans gave up on last year, telling me, oh, this coach doesn't believe in him, or oh, he's just, he doesn't have it anymore, or this and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say to Chiesa, my Italian brother, my Italian red, I am sorry that you get thrown out there the way that this coach does, when it is a Hail Mary of an opportunity for you to be out there. No, hey, take your time, get acclimated to the game, just do your thing type situation. It's always when we're down like 2-3 goals. That's when our coach says, now let's go get Chiesa. Now's the time to go get Chiesa. Again, Ekitike said that at 5 to 10 minutes in. Let me see. Let me give you some quotes from our coach. Let me give you some quotes from our coach. Arnie Slot, no, I am not worried. My focus is on other things than worrying about my own position. I need to do better. Nolante, do you believe it's a positive sign that Slot isn't worried about his job? Or is that a worrying disconnect from the severity of the situation that is at hand?
I don't know what to think anymore. I think it's just worrying. Of course, he's going to say that he's not going to really come out and say, I'm worried about my job. He's going to say the most blatant things. But I don't know what to think, man. That was horrible. Watching that was horrible. That was really horrible. 5 minutes. We had a little bit of momentum when we got the equaliser. Kirk has done a great ball. Salah, good defending. But that's PSV. PSV. This is the team that got spanked 9-2 in aggregate by Arsenal last season. Let's just deep that. They'd be unbeaten, but they're not a good team. They're average. Bang, average. 4-1. Are we? Are we Bournemouth?
I would put them above average, but I get what you're saying.
I see what you mean, yeah, because of the American tax. Because of the American tax.
They spanked Inter 6-2.
No, you mean Napoli, you mean?
Napoli, I said.
Yeah. No, I get it, but I mean the Napoli team, they're going through something. So I get that is a good win for them against the Italian champions, but PSV ain't great.
And it was in Champions League. It was obviously
but they're not doing well in the league, and to be honest, PSV, they're not great for me. I mean, we shouldn't be losing the game through and forward, but fair play. But we all started with the captain. EVD, what were you doing? That is suicide. What are you doing? And this is what I tell. And I've just been on Brian's channel, and a lot of them are just some dumbwit idiots. So anyone that's been on Brian's channel, big up Brian, remember, some of them are dumbwit idiots, honestly, bro. Because let's be real. As Slot has got a lot to ask for, and he's gonna go. He has to go. He has to go. But what I will say is the players are just as bad. And I've said this
They
for
have to
time.
be. They have accountability.
Yeah.
What's
They are
the
just,
percentage? What's the percentage of accountability
you could say 50-50 or 60-40
60-40 who?
to Slot, because the players do a lot to pay, but you got these brainwash guys, idiots, the experts, the oracle saying, "Oh, I knew this about Slot." He's, getting personal. I ain't got time for the personal. Like I said, you can cuss him
Yeah,
for his
what do they
tactics.
want? A repeat about, didn't it, bro?
Yeah,
I knew this
exactly,
about
JK.
Slot.
Yeah,
Like, you want to
he's a
fucking repeat
clown.
it,
He's
bro?
a bum. I knew this. These are
Yeah.
idiots. Got no good football. Look,
No, none of us
and
knew.
we've talked about it. And ladies and gentlemen, you are very knowledgeable. Big up Norm. Big up Red Armchair. Big up everyone in the
Yeah,
chat.
big
Trap
up.
Joe. And listen, we can discuss. We can
Big
agree to
Pops.
disagree. Listen, we can cuss Slot for his tactics. We can cuss for his flipping. What is it? We can't deal with long throw-ins, which is an absolute disgrace for him to say that. Throw-ins, we can cuss him for his stubbornness and some of his tactical decisions, no problem. And some of the things that's happening, but like I said, when I hear bums and stuff like that, I check out. And all these, oh, you all Slot, and then you got these idiots on some of them, and big up Brian. It's not Brian's fault, but you got idiots everywhere saying, oh, jumping to the bandwagon. Well, duh. If it was Jurgen Klopp, if I was in charge, if the postman next door is Pat Nelly, Auntie Nelly, Uncle Sam was in charge. I mean, duh, what do you expect? If we're losing games, what do you expect? It has to go. It doesn't matter who it is. So this is it. But the performance, Slot again, ram picking, again, his stubbornness, and again, the lineup was predictable. I know I wouldn't have knew it, but listen, look, and I've just, I've been saying JK 12. I said Kaiser. How long have I been saying Kaiser for when I was laughed at? How long have I been saying Kaiser to get some games? How long?
Oh, yeah.
When I was laughed at, when people say, "Oh, because Salah's on form," yeah, he was on form, but I mean, not every game was he. I mean, he could have rested. I've been screaming Kaiser. So before, yeah.
Someone made. I'm not trying to cut you off. I was going to
Yeah. Sorry.
comment earlier that helps out your point too. There, it was made by Jimmy. I saw it earlier.
Oh yeah, big up. Yeah.
Here, Jimmy said, "Look at the replays for two of the goals. Mo got jinxed and just watched his man go, and the watch Jones struggling back for another. It's about attitude. What happened to the mentality monsters?" And that's something I definitely emphasize. I mean, like, you got to think about it, like, as in a coach is not going to allow for that to happen. And what I mean by he's obviously not out on the pitch, but guess what? You do that, you're watching the game by my side if I'm the coach.
Yeah.
If you're sitting there watching like that, the goal, I remember one of the goals, I think one of the goals for, I think it was Forest, was Mohamed Salah. They're doing zonal marking, and rather than stick with this man, or not, they're doing zonal marking, they're doing man-to-man, actually, because there's only two players that do quote-unquote zonal marking for us, and that's Ibu and VVD. But Mo decides to pass his player off to McAllister, who has his own man that he's marking. And McAllister's like, I can't split in half and take both guys, So he's free, and I think Mo's man was Murillo, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's almost as bad as I saw when it was our corner kicks. Did you see the guy that was marking Virgil van Dijk?
Yeah.
He was his head,
Yeah.
the top of his head was here.
Yeah. PSV ain't got a tall team. Yeah.
Scored. I get it. I get he almost scored twice, but still though, we shouldn't have to rely on Virgil van Dijk scoring our goals.
He was our number one threat today, you know what I mean?
Yeah, him, just about, yeah.
Basically.
The thing is, you could tell Virgil at the start of the game was very hyperactive. Like he wanted to change it. You know what I mean? I've seen it in his like the way he kicked that guy in the face. That was hyper energy. Like, did you see that, bro? Like, how did he get
I'm
up there,
sorry.
man?
You can see it by
Um,
the way he kicked him in the face.
that was
Was it?
nasty. That was
I'd say
karate
that's
kid.
hyper. That's something.
Yeah, he was just
But
looking for
that
the
sort
ball.
of thing happens when the players are hyper. And Virgil was hyper today. He got a yellow card early and that.
He was awful. He was awful.
I think these lot needs to do some meditation, man. Get some instant sticks going and really chill out and realize what's going on. Like we played in parts the first half pretty decent, but we never did the simple thing: get the ball, beat your man, square ball, bang. I don't understand these guys, bro. It's like it boils down to Slot don't know how to play with the number 9, or he don't give the information to the players who are playing with the 9 what to do. You know.
Right. I hear it. I'm not going to bring up Norm's fact about uh, about about, Ferguson.
I heard about that though. Anyway, we
Uh,
move.
we move. We move off of that one. Arnie Slot, quote, after we conceded the first one, we saw the reaction I want to see. And it's not easy because we lost, of course, on the weekend. Big loss. The mentality afterwards is what you would hope to see. We kept trying and we're close to making it 2-2. End result is 4-1. And of course, that's another big loss.
I would have took a Desmond today.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's
I'm
just
telling you
that just
now.
says it all. How poor
That's
is
how
that?
bad we are now,
Yeah,
bro. I've never
Desmond.
seen like how can you concede 10 goals in 3 games with that much experience in that team? You
Yeah.
know, I don't know what's happened to Gravenberch.
He's off the ball as well. He's gone
Big
off the
time.
ball. Yeah, he's come back for his little niggle. He's gone off the ball. They all have. There's only one player that can hold his head up, and it's our best player all season, Soba. That's it. No one
Yeah,
else.
he's
No
the
one
only one who's
else.
bothering.
Yeah, the only.
Curtis Jones, bro. Oh, what is Curtis Jones? He had 2 games now. What has he done?
Mhm.
Yeah, in midfield.
Like, come on,
Mm,
man.
yeah, Jake, he's
You're
bad.
a
And I
footballer for
said,
Liverpool, bro. You're not playing for no
mm,
It's tough.
beach
It's
team.
tough to go against him as a right back, considering he's not a right back.
yeah, it's not his thing, but we had no choice because Ramsey, both our right backs injured, and Ramsey is not eligible, so he had to put sub or whatever. And so I'm not really blaming
You know
Soft
what,
for that
bro?
either. But
What
yeah,
happened in the
mm,
game? Curtis Jones, there was a ball,
No, I think it's
and
still. You know what? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish your statement. I
I
didn't
was
hear.
going to say that Curtis Jones had the opportunity to just swing his right foot and get the ball in
mm,
the box. Isaac was there, get the fucking crosses in, and none of these guys want to get a cross in.
If this is hindsight, I guess people are going to call it that. I understand, but if I'm a coach and I'm looking at my lineup and I say it and I see I don't have the ability to play a right back per se, then guess what? I'm asking Robbo to do a job at right back.
Yeah,
Uh, uh,
yeah.
simple.
I'm ask, I'm
Oh, something.
asking
Yeah,
I'm asking Endo to do a job at right back. You
yeah,
know,
yeah. Fair play. Yeah,
um,
yeah. Mm.
or you're looking at something where, again, we don't have necessarily the concerted ability to do this, but I mean, like, or you're looking at change up your formation, figure out something that produces something different. If it means go out with a back three and then have you don't I know don't not many people want to see Robbo as a left center half, but he has played left center half before. If it means going with a back three and having those three as your back as being Ibu, Virgil, and Robbo, it's not appealing. Tell me if it gets anything. We still lost 4-1. And if it was because of us getting surpassed through the midfield, it was because we don't have anything. Like, tell me, other than Dominic running around trying to press, was there any real counter press present at all in this game? These are all characteristics of a team that were built from the past decade. why I keep emphasizing about the difference between these two coaches is because to recognize the fact that so many of those components are not present currently, that is a troubling problem. That is something that you have to consider as being concerning. It's one thing if we don't play defense. I get that our back line is suspect, or or it's poor play here or poor play there, occasional poor play from an individual. That's one thing. But if our front line does not counter press, it is a domino effect to our defense. It pushes so much pressure on that back line that that domino will fall too. And I think that's why we conceded 10 goals, because before teams couldn't get it out of their half for a lot of games. We had our foot on their neck, and we were just pressing that they couldn't get it out of their half. And then when they did clear it, we had the presence of a player that could either, like a Trent Alexander-Arnold, that could just pass it right back in, or we at least had the presence of a Gravenberg or a Matip or something to be able to drive the ball back into their half. But now we don't have a counter press. We don't have that. Identity is gone. There's absolutely no way that you look at this team and say we are a counter pressing team.
No, we're not.
That's without the ball. I'll go on ahead and answer.
No, without a little bit of dynamics, but it's just weird, man. In May, me and JK, we were in the rain, celebrating and 20th league. What a great day! Well, was apart from the rain, and some is getting wasted. We gave Jurgen a wave. He gave us a wave back, Jurgen. Me and JK, we said, Jurgen, give us a wave.
Out, really?
Yeah, that's what we did.
He's right opposite us on the
Opposite
right
us,
side, remember?
Great day,
no, Malante, that wasn't a wave. He was just saying, "Do you miss me now?"
Oh, here we go.
I don't know his thoughts.
Oh my God.
Do you miss me? Do you miss me yet?
Oh God, here we go.
Miss me?
The 12 Club show. The Bennett.
Just gotta smile a little bit. Gotta laugh a little.
But and we had a great day. And unfortunately, what happened at Carl, which that guy is pleaded guilty, the idiot. I hope he gets locked up. But we met some good people, me and JK over there.
Yeah, it was good.
And I went for my test the other day, and obviously I passed, which was good for my new role.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Bless,
at the time. Yeah, bless, man, yeah. And man, it was good times. And I don't know, can someone answer me how in the space of 6 months everything's gone to pot? It's like I'm back at the hostel again. I was living in a nice pennant, we're back at the hostel again, scraping for food.
That's why you got to appreciate the times when you win.
Yeah.
Like, really celebrate it, you know what I mean? But look, bro, we can be drama queens and like really cry a lot and but I just see it like this. We're in a phase now where before even this game started today,
Norman,
I thought we'd win.
I know. How they say? Oh, behave.
Sorry, JK, sorry, I just saw Norman's comment. Sorry, continue.
I wish we met Norman that day as well, but we never. But
yeah,
cool.
Like, we know what's gonna happen now, So what it is, it's just like opposition fans are just waiting for this. So they're gonna be a lot of fans going really OTT with it now. I heard a bit of Brian's show earlier. It's God. Like Lord of mercy.
Yeah, Jake. Yeah, I tell you, man, we've got some idiots in there. Honestly,
imagine they spilled some milk in the kitchen. They'll be getting the camera out and everything, taking photos and put it on Facebook. I've spilled milk in the kitchen, but you know what I mean, bro. Wow. But all in all, like they take an Einstein to work out, it ain't great. So whoever the next manager is going to be or whatever it is, the time. Like we've got Inter next, I think, in the Champions League.
Oh yeah, oof.
So we've got some tricky ones left in there. We've got
not only do we have Inter next, we go to Italy. We go to Italy.
Oh,
You get it? Yeah.
if
Yeah,
we
I
Our
go
would
next,
say
even,
it's still
yeah,
went start.
our
You know
oh,
what I
next
mean?
our next games are away games when we have our fixtures. So these were our 2 home games. Now we have 2 away games. The only way, Arnie Slot, the only way to go is to go through now. We just have to face where we are and fight really hard. The reaction of the players in the first half is what you expect from a Liverpool player, but I said it many times. Now the end result is 4-1. Don't exactly know what that really is supposed to mean, other than the fact of
I thought that was you
like,
telling me that. It was Slot,
yeah,
yeah?
that's Slot.
I thought it was you saying that, bro. Okay.
I just think
Look,
that,
I
like,
feel sorry for Slot in a way. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I just like, but at the end of the day, it's his something he's not doing right that's happened. Yeah. What can you say about the whole situation for him? You know, he's gonna say what he's gonna
it's
say, but he's playing
fighting
midfield
hard.
as a right back.
Yeah, fighting hard should be the baseline, not the headline. You know what I mean? Like, when the only consistent theme in your remarks is reaction, it usually means the plan didn't work in the first place. And that's an issue. Like, that is an issue. He's got to acknowledge the fact that this is what I did want to say is earlier, and that is this coach did exactly what he did for the PSG Southampton PSG run. And that is this coach had a solution. We knew what we knew what worked for us. After all this, looking bad, having to pull out, squeaker of wins and pull out these heroic wins and these individual moments of brilliance and the likes from our first 6 games, 5, 6 games. Excuse me. We went to Frankfurt with a different tactic, a different formation. After going to Frankfurt, after having a bad loss, by the way, shoot again. And we saw a team, we saw players come alive. That was possibly Florian Wirtz's one of Florian Wirtz's best games. He looked the most connected in that Frankfurt game. And what does this coach do the very next game? What does he do? Right back to form. Right back to form.
stubborn. Some problem.
Just don't understand it. We had just had 4 straight losses going into that Frankfurt game. And then Brentford, what do? Go right back to 4-2-3-1 and go back to form. Right back to form. Not let's put the back line that knows and is knows each other and is capable of like trusting each other. We don't want to play Robbo. If we can't play these players, find players that can play consistent minutes. I have no issue or problem saying that. I love every player. Everyone knows that. But if Gomez can't give consistent minutes, then we need to find a player that can. If Robbo can't give consistent minutes, we need to find a player that can. Or maybe play them and let's find out if they can give us any minutes.
Yeah, I mean, Slot did say,
Joe needs some drama. Arnie Slot, I constantly felt in the second half, what's wrong with Hugo Ekitike? It felt like he couldn't move, like he did in the first half. That's why our press was a bit off. He just told me in the first 5 to 10 minutes of the first half. Let me repeat that. Let me start the whole quote over so you hear what I had to say real quick, because I mentioned that he did tell him in the first half. I constantly felt in the second half what was wrong with Hugo Ekitike. It felt like he couldn't move, like he did in the first half. That's why our press was off a bit. He just told me in the first 5 to 10 minutes of the first half that he felt his back too much, and that's why he had to go out. Ekitike, I'm sure, is looking at this as this coach isn't going to play me. I'm not going to give him an excuse to put Isak in front of me. I am going to battle through the pain. I'm going to fight through it, and I'm going to fight for my spot. And I give him credit for that. I admire the fact of his is fine.
I played okay. Not enough chances created for him, bro. Look at the strikers. Not enough chances created for him. Not like, here you go. Put that in the back of the net. None of that.
No.
You know, I agree with Humbly Humble about Mohamed Ashvili. What is he actually saving? Probably as many as wages. That's about it.
Do you know how many dribbles Ekitike had in this game?
About 4 or 5 now. 2. Okay.
2 dribbles. He had 1 dribble in the middle and 1 dribble on the left side. 30 touches though. 30 touches.
No, he looked busy. Good night, Jimmy.
Good night,
Yeah, he
Jimmy.
looked busy. Yeah.
Yeah. Alexander Isak. You know how many dribbles he had?
1.
You would have lost in the Price is Right.
7.
No. If you said 1 and it was 7, you would have won. He had 0.
No? Okay.
0 dribbles. Looking at these stats as we speak.
No, Jimmy.
And Red Armchair. Peace, bro.
Peace, Red Armchair. As always, big up yourself, man. Night.
Yeah. I know it's getting late. We're going to end this pretty soon in the next couple of minutes. Should Slot be publicly attributing the breakdown of the press to Ekitike's physical issue, or does that risk deflecting responsibility away from the system that is just not working? That's my question. I know for me, yeah. Go ahead. Tell me.
Yeah, nah, look, bro. Whatever his system is, it's not working because 2 of our greatest players from last season, McAllister and Gravenberch, haven't been at the races all season. Let's be straight now. So our best 2 players from last season haven't been playing great all season. Only Szoboszlai in that midfield. I said this the other day. Whatever it is not right. You can't lose that many games as champions, you know? And that seems to be the main problem. We're just not great. Players are there to be great. System's done yet. I feel sorry for Slot, but look at that goal. Their second, I think it was. Just simple, like through ball.
Just, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
Kirkus, ball watching.
like Kirkus is too hyper.
Agreed
He's
on
not a
that.
settled defender. You know what I mean, bro?
Agreed on that.
When you play
Yeah.
football, you got to be settled as a defender. You can't be overhyped. I really like his energy, but it's not a settled aggressive energy. It's just an energy with no. It's like a nervous sort of hyper energy, you know.
It's a frenzied energy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do like his toughness, and he's probably a top lad. But right now, it's just not working for him. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, I feel sorry for him in that way where whatever he does, it ain't working. Like every time he takes Kanate off and brings on an attacker, it ain't work. Whatever he does, it ain't working. So at the end of the day, he'll be paid off nicely, and he'll get another job soon. Is at that point now, you know. And the worrying thing is, there's not a front runner out there who's saying, you know what, he's the lad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though, bro? When Brendan
do.
Rodgers was sort of in the same pickle, we knew there was a Klopp out there and Ancelotti. You know what I mean? Right now?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
True, Pops. That ball's gonna reach Kirkes. Yep.
All right, let's just rip this Band-Aid off and do this real quick because I'm not going to do a show to do this stuff tomorrow. Marmardashvili. I'm going to say he wasn't, despite letting in 4 goals, I don't think he was necessarily the problem, but he wasn't the solution either. It is disappointing that we didn't have Ali in between the sticks tonight, but I don't even know if Ali would have saved half of those goals. Probably, you know, those are just good shots by poor mistakes. But I gave Marmardashvili a 4 out of 10. What do you want to give Marmardashvili?
The position he plays, 1.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, Dave. This too loud. Is late. Oh God, yeah. Oh, God.
I'm not a big fan of his, actually. I just don't. I think he's a decent keeper, but right now, not good enough for Liverpool. Sorry.
Wow.
Even with his national team, bro, he let 6 in against Turkey.
Yeah.
You know, so he's let a lot of goals in this season. I'd love to add it all up quickly, how many he's let in for club and country, but it's quite a lot. So he's not. You know what it is? With people like him, Curtis Jones, these are the type of guys you need to take the initiative and take the chance that's been offered to him. Curtis Jones has been offered a chance to be, I'm not saying Steven Gerrard, but be a leader in a Liverpool's club. Marmardashvili has had the opportunity to be number 1 for Liverpool. God knows how many goals he's conceded.
Okay.
So Marmardashvili get a 1 for me.
I got you. How about for you, Melate?
Yeah, it's got to be a 1, man. Even on the bus, Jake had that response. Even with his on the ball, when he had the ball, he's just too nervous. He just wasn't proactive. It's just like I remember the first 5 minutes, he's taking about a minute to decide what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Slow the game right down.
Slow,
you know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
Get the ball, boot the fucker up front. You know what I mean? Up the pitch, get it out there. Just like, let's go forward. I don't like when goalkeepers and defenders slow the game down. You only do that when you're 3-0 up. You know, not at the start of the game. So for me, a 100%.
I'm going to tell Arnie Slot this. The experiment that is players out of their positions has to end now. I don't want to see players playing out of their position anymore while you are for as long as you hold down the gaffer position for our club. It's not fair to this individual that I'm going to bring up next, and it's not fair to us, especially. I gave Curtis Jones a 4. What did you give Curtis Jones? JK.
3, yeah. You know why 3? Because he don't use his initiative enough to be a leader at Liverpool Football Club. He's never done it where you think, what a player, you know, like, yeah, he showed determination today. Yeah, man. Yeah, give him a 2. Give him a 2.
Okay. Some of these scores from the chat are even worse than ours. Norm Al's gave him a 2. Norm gave him a 0. Ash gave him a 1.5.
Big up Humbly for the comment.
Yeah, I would have started. I humbly would have started. Humbly would have started Joe Gomez at the right back position.
Oh. It's got injections in it. It's had the new injections in it, so you can't play apparently. Interesting.
All I know is he was on the bench. So
well, I mean,
if you're on the bench,
does a lot of talking.
I know. I'm just saying, if you're on the bench, then that means you can play. In my book, if you can't play, then you should be on the bench.
Mate, with one leg, you would have performed better than. We'll get into the ratings.
Hypothetically, Curtis Jones comes up limp on some, or has to go out for some reason, right? Who are we playing in right back? What are you going to take Dominic Szoboszlai and put him back there? Is that the the remedy right there? Is you're going to take Dom, who ended up scoring our lone goal today? You're going to take him out of the one position that he's excelling in and stick him in the right back? I would have started Gomez. If Gomez cannot play and we cannot get a run out of him, I would have. You want to play someone out of position? I would have played Robbo in the fullback position on the right side. And I will say that because
you know what
I've seen I'll let you finish. I was going to say I've seen a look. Joe Gomez is right-footed, plays on the right side. Obviously, plays as a good right back. I've also seen Joe Gomez play on the left side too. It's not impossible for a left footer to play on the right side. It just, if anything, forces that player who normally on the left side of their on their team, it's going to take away their foot, their predominant foot, because now they're going to have to. Their predominant foot's going to be matched up with your predominant foot most likely when they try to cut inside.
Exactly, Lee. Joey's our only cover for centre back, hence why you won't see him play. Unless he's
not our only cover.
Yeah.
He's not our only cover. Wait, hold on. He's not our only cover for center back. One, we have Robbo, who we've seen play center back before. I'm not saying that he's a solid center back choice, but we have seen him play center back. Two, also seen Endo play center back before. You might not like him as a center back. That's all well and good. But he is a defensive-minded player that can play center half for us in a pinch. 3, if necessary, we probably would have seen most likely Gravenberch play center half before we saw any of those conditions, any of those players I just mentioned play center half anyway. Go ahead, Nate. You wanted to say something.
No, I see what you mean, but we're talking about actual. Yeah, I know they can. You're right, but we're talking about actual centre backs. So we're actual out and out centre backs. So Joey, VVD, Ibu gone. We're in the mud. You just got one with desperation. So in that context,
what is this being said? I don't know.
So we were doing the ratings, weren't we? So we gave
Yeah.
2.
No, I got kind of thrown off with the 0 and the 1.5s. Sorry.
1.5s.
1.5.
2.
Yeah, there you go.
But I think Slott's main problem is that he's always played people out of position. It's like how many times do you want to do that in a season? You know, it's like for me, if I trained as a chef, I'm not going to do open heart surgery, am I?
Mhm.
Simple as that. And when you tell the players in which gear you want to play football, and they end up not doing that, it's
Yeah.
it's as simple as that. I always say this, like, you know, when we used to play football back in the days, you don't really listen to the manager. You just go on the pitch and do your game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I agree with Nalante what you were saying. It is Slot's fault. It is Slot's fault, but it's also the players' fault because for me, they're still getting paid.
Yeah.
They're still representing the club,
Mhm.
and they still have to do a job.
Mhm.
I would not want to lose a game of football. It don't matter about Arnie Slot's position. I still want to lose a game of football as a player. So, what's happened? Why do every player look like they've never played football before in their life? Master, what do I say? You
I'll
know,
tell
so
you
that
one
seems to be
player.
the problem.
I'll tell you one player that looked like he forgot how to play football at one point, at least. This was one of Kanate's more composed starts, you would say, until everything unraveled for him. For 55 minutes, he looked physically dominant, stepping into duels early and trying to bring some authority to a shaky back line. But when Liverpool needed clarity, they needed leadership, he hesitated. His failure to attack the loose ball before PSV's third goal just wasn't just a misread. It was a moment that killed any lingering hope of a comeback. It became a pattern. One lapse, one hesitation, one misjudgment, and Liverpool pay full price. That's been the story of Ibu this season for the majority of it, unfortunately. I think there's a difference between power and presence, and right now Ibu has the first, but not the second. And I gave Ibu I'm giving out fours left and right. I gave him a 4. Should I give him
Generous.
I'll give him a 3. I'll give him a 3.
That's
For
even more
some reason,
generous.
that George Michael song's come into mind.
Oh
Never
my God.
wanna dance again. Now that song, that's too much out here, bro.
I'm gone now. After that, I'm going to sleep.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll give him a 2 then. I'll give him a
I'll
2
give
if I
it a
don't have to hear.
brother
I'll give him a 2
man.
if we don't have to hear you sing that song. All right.
Bro, that's what
How about
Kanai's
that?
done to me. That's what the brother's done to me, man.
Jeez.
Oh my God,
George
JK,
Michael,
that.
sorry. I never want to play football again. Forget dance.
Wow.
That's how you know Liverpool scored.
That's gotta come out. Can I do a pop career? I never want to play football again. Simple.
Wow. Um, Norm thinks that the indie fella is Mad Max. It just might be. Who knows?
Could be Max's twin
It
brother,
could
the
be.
same one.
State the obvious journalism. Yeah.
Songs
Yeah,
for
get your feet got no rhythm.
Guilty ain't
Exactly
got
something.
no.
Nah,
He
disagree,
ain't
pops.
got
Nah,
none.
nah, nah. You weren't having a decent game. No.
He
Guilty
said he was
feet
on his way
because
to a decent game before he made that mistake. Ibu makes me
Nope.
sick now.
Disagree.
He's so much better than that.
Nope.
yeah, guilty feet because you know he's off at the end of the season. Hence why he's got no rhythm. Simple.
All right. I gave him a 2 then. What are you giving him? So we don't have to hear it. Guilty feet.
Well, Jones, I gave it a 2. You see, I
Not
mean,
take.
you
Oh, you gave
no,
Jones a
no,
2.
before. Yeah, because I didn't answer. Yeah, I mean, at least he gave a little bit of effort. He tried. Ibu gets a 0. Point blank, 0.
Okay. That's rough. That's harsh.
Yeah, 2.
Those are not careless whispers done by Nolante. Okay. Virgil van Dijk. Let's call it what it is. The inexplicable handball inside 5 minutes I was still trying to figure out because there was something with my streaming service that was trying to figure out how to get it like to log on. And by the time I did, I just got an alert on my phone telling me it was 1-0, and I'm like, the game just started. How can it be?
Yeah,
Come on.
that's what
And I saw a text from like some of my friends here, friends in town, being like, "Bruh." That's all they said. As soon as I saw one of the texts be like, "Bruh," I was like, "Oh, this can't be good." I knew it, and it kind of set the emotional tone for the night. I don't know. Virgil did what he could afterwards. I think he was strong in the air. He nearly equalized with a header off that hit the bar. Even acting as our most dangerous set piece weapon. But when your captain is your standout attacker, something has gone fundamentally wrong. Defensively, he didn't steady the group, organize the chaos around him. This wasn't the Virgil van Dijk that I like to see. And because of such, I gave him a 3. I'm not trying to rap, even though I just saw a great Bismarcky documentary. I am not trying to rap.
Big up Bismarcky, legend.
Yeah, legend. Rest in peace, definitely.
Yeah, rest in peace. Yeah.
Like for me, Virgil, the guy was hugging him like he was his relative who he hasn't seen in years. So for me, when the cross came in, that guy's hands were on Virgil's body. Straight away, that should have been a free kick to us. So poor refereeing again.
I'll ask you this, Pop, because I just saw that comment. I mean, a 3 is not a good rating, so it's not like I gave him like some crazy score because it's out of 10. It's still an F grade. Who do you think was better? Who do you think was better tonight? Do you think it was Virgil? Do you think of our center halves, who do you think was the better center half?
Probably
JK, he's at
it was. Yeah.
He's saying don't make excuses for him.
For who?
For VVD.
Virgil?
Yeah, he was on the scene for every goal.
Oh, Virgil was really poor today. He's not at the races for a long time. He's feeling the heat, hence why he's playing like that. That's what it means to be captain, you know.
I got you.
You got to take the good and the bad, and that's why I don't want to pile on him. Why? Best centre back ever. I don't need to say nothing to Virgil. You know what I mean, bro? We don't need to moan about him. He knows what it's not clicking. So
what the slot with the pot? I get it.
No, that was my rating for them too, by the way. DVD,
well, for me, the Virgil Canate positions right in front of them is the position where a guy needs to be to look after that defense, you know. And I think Gravenberch has been hovering all season. He's not really a cemented DM. You know what I mean, bro? Like
they can play the role.
He's going to just stay there, and you think, you know what, it don't matter. There's a big gap there, so hence why our defense looks torrid.
Okay, I'll take a little less time with some of these ratings because I don't want to get too bonkered down. Already at 1:40, 1 hour and 40 minutes. I know it's late over for JK and for Nalante. Milos Kerkez.
Energy.
Young, brave. I think that
VVD rating.
Oh, did you give VVD? Yeah, give VVD his rating.
No. I think probably the comments have got you off track.
Go ahead.
It checks now. Now, VVD, yeah, he's horrible. He's awful, man. He's gone. He's like, I don't know. I think he's gone. When I saw in the second half that play, was it Pepe? I can't remember the PSV attacker turned him easy as a touchline, and yeah, I'm not. VVD's never had the electric boy quick, but yeah, turned him easily. I was like, nah. 0.
Like it happens in games because it's Virgil. It's like,
0. He was.
He
Mate,
did a slide
know,
tackle
that's
when he got
like-
that yellow
I
card.
mean,
remember?
even when you write your name on your paper, you get at least a point, right? I was gonna
nah,
say,
him and Ibu were trash
Show.
tonight. I'm sorry. Yeah, they were like days in their headlights. I could have got Reese. I could have got Nat Phillips and Reese Williams back tonight.
Anywho, Virgil van Dijk is getting bad scores, so let's ask what his not counterpart, but the man who played next to him, Kirkaz, gets. I think again he's young, he's brave, but I think unfortunately he needs to figure out how to turn that bravery into composure and into, consistency. I just think he's what do you call it? I think he's like swimming in a system with no lifeguard, basically. Like he's out there kind of on his own, and he kind of looks like he is learning on the job kind of deal. And he's not that player. He's a good player. But I'll give him a 4 out of 10.
Kirkes?
Mm-hmm.
10 out of 10 for enthusiasm. Like, he's got enthusiasm, bro. Like, there's no, like, but what it is, he hasn't landed the zone to play in and be comfortable in that position. But in energy-wise, 10 out of 10, bro. But I just feel he hasn't locked in yet. And that's what it is. One day it will lock in, where he feels he's playing next to Virgil van Dijk, bro.
I know he got worse as the more VVD glared at him.
Same songs for either. That's funny. Yeah,
That's funny.
the DVD growl.
Growl, yeah. That's because there's a level, man. It's a level. It's tough, but that's the thing. It's like it's a level. It's like I think this coach does a little bit too much of the same in that he has players out like again. It's I'm not going to reference too much of my history, but it's like a case where like you have players that sometimes rather than have to like bark orders or tell them what to do or try to keep them in line and keep them as a tight unit, you kind of think, oh, they're professionals, they know what to do, they're talented, they're superstars in this level or that level. I can just sit there and watch. And sometimes superstars look at other superstars and they rather than go the extra mile or do the extra effort, they'll just look at you like they'll just growl and expect you to do better, But all right. So what did you give? What were your grades, real quick, for Kirkaz?
I'll give him a 4, bro. Yeah.
A 4.
Mm-hmm.
Latte
2.
2. Ooh.
Yeah.
Kirkaz, you should be counting your blessings. Anyhow, 2. That's
Yeah,
generous.
2. Should be given a 0, but I have to leave it away. I mean, he's struggling at the moment. And what Arnie does, the inverted thing at times, just let him be on the left. Just let him just breathe.
Yeah.
The left, but he doesn't help himself with his defensive stuff. He just, you should be watching again for the second goal. You should be jumping in that, nicking it, and then, yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
Just nipped in, didn't he? Just nipped
Yeah,
in.
exactly, JK. Yeah.
There's a sort of goals that annoy me, man.
How about Gravenberg? It was if we keep turning midfielders into center backs. Where I'm going to turn this microphone into a fire alarm, but I'll call this one a 4 for Grav. What would you have rated? Or what was your rating?
Straight up 3, yeah.
3. Okay. What was your rating, Nalate?
Yeah, same as JK. Poor from Gravy. He wasn't gravy anything today. He went no Bristol on the potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3. Yeah. Poor.
Okay. Lexi McAllister. I don't know. Something. I just think McAllister's got too many. I think McAllister's got too many roles to fill in the sense of too many jobs that he's being asked to do, and he's got to figure out his own, much less work on everyone else's. I gave Alexi a 4 again. I'm giving everyone. I'm giving a lot of people 4s.
You're being generous, Tough.
I'm being mad generous. 4.
Yeah.
Yep. Norman, if you bought a DM, party time. But yeah,
If we bought a DM, how about this? We have
We
a
have
DM. We don't play him.
yeah. But
But
you don't
again,
like playing
he's
with a
old,
DM,
he's
do
old,
you?
etc. You took to the other channel. Oh my god, you be shut down. Me gunshot. One mic. One mic. One mic.
Wow. What were your grades for? I gave him a 4. Kind of the recurring grade for me.
Like, I've never seen McAllister's attacking side to him. It's gone this season. Like, you don't show it. Like, yeah, he scored against Madrid, but I thought he was a bit more of a number 10 sort of player where you get the ball and thread it through and stuff like that, He don't seem to be doing it. So McAllister 3 as well, bro.
3. Galante.
0. Awful. Awful.
God.
Defensively attacking, awful. Why is he starting?
These players
0.
gotta be happy we're not doing averages because Galante is just harpooning the any opportunity for average. All right. I think obviously our player of the season so far in a season that's been lackluster. I don't think this player is the problem at all. I think the only problem with this player is the fact that he doesn't have much help around him. I gave Dom a 6 for the evening.
Agree with that, yeah.
I can't give anyone a 7 in this game. There's no
There's
no. And I'm giving Dom a 6. I would have given him a 5 if he hadn't scored the goal, to be honest with you.
Oh, I forgot about that goal. Wow.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I forgot you scored.
He did actually. Yeah.
He was the
Yeah,
equalizer.
Yeah, he's in the right
And we
place.
look good after that. When we got the we were looking
Yeah,
at the second, you could see it. But the thing is, we don't do the job. Like, let's get it done. Let's get that second goal. There's not enough concrete is coming, And that seems to be the problem. We're not killing off teams. There's no plan. There's nothing like, we're going to get that second goal before half time. So.
I'm not going to go. He who dares. I'm not going to go that far. PSV is a decent team. They're not horrible.
They beat us twice, man. So
yeah,
not horrible. They're okay, but they're just average. I'm sorry.
They played well today.
They're average. I think
they're average.
You know why they played well?
Maybe it's because I have some biases on the team. But
you got some stocks and investments. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what the
There's actually, what was that guy's name? I'm listening. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We are making opposition teams look great. There you go.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think this player.
We made PSV look like PSG.
Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
They worked hard, and the manager told them a plan. Be enthusiastic, you'll beat these up. I mean, they did it. They were enthusiastic all game.
Yeah, down to press, pressing on us, and we just look lost.
Dest looked good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah, he's improved a bit at Barca. He stunk out the place. He's been highly rated, but he's regained form at PSV. To be fair,
I think it was a little bit of coaching in Barcelona.
You're gonna say
Of course, I'm going to say that. Of course, I am. Come on.
that. Well,
Sir,
we did good, but he's regained his form. To be fair, so fair play.
shout
Fair
out
play.
to Sir. He had the assist actually for the final goal.
Yeah, that was a great finish. I can't lie. First time.
Yeah,
That was
good.
yeah.
Good pass.
That's
Their
a
sub,
very good finish.
their sub came on and scored 2 now.
Mm.
Yes, I
They said, the
believe so.
commentator said, every time he scores, they never lose.
Bounce back off, yeah. Opposed to, I agree with Sobo. Yeah, he definitely 6. Yeah.
He did get he subbed in in the 70th minute and he scored 2 goals.
Mad.
Mad.
I mean,
Okay, so you guys gave your ratings for Dom.
yeah, I
Yeah,
give him a
6.
6, man. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
our best player again.
Mohamed Salah. I'm gonna admit that there are times when you can see the intent is there, but there are also times when you can see he looks like he can't be bothered. Guess what rating I gave Mohamed Salah?
3.
A 4. I gave him a 4.
He did a shot. As soon as he went pretty high, I thought, he's not in it, the zone.
Yeah.
You know, when a footballer, when you know what a footballer's going to do,
he had two big chances created. He had a 0.91 XA, which is like expected assists. He had 5 key passes. He was 5 out of 7 for his crosses. He was 88% for his passing. 37 of those 40 passes came in the opposition half. So 1 out of 2 for his long balls. I think the one issue with him is by playing on the wing, you're going to have to dribble and go past people. And unfortunately for him, he's not being able to get separation from players this season. And his dribbles, he was 1 out of 5 for his dribbles.
because players from last season knew Salah was the man. This season, they're coming into games overzealous and over, like, I'm not letting this guy do me. You know? Why? Because you smashed it last season. Simple.
What's your rating for him?
Like, in the last few games, he's a bit more involved, at least, so I'll give him a 4. But he's not doing that simple thing, passing the ball to the 9 to score in the box.
Nope.
You know, him or Gapco. So
has some good crosses from the corner, though. I'm at that.
Well, actually, his cross, I tell you the truth, in both games, his crosses from the corner have been good. They've been actually top.
Good.
They've been good. Yeah. Shame no one can get the head onto it and score, but yeah, his crosses have been decent.
Yeah. All right, prepare yourselves, people. Buckle up. Lamante, what is your rating for Salah?
Oh God.
Can I get a drum roll, please?
Yeah.
Mohamed Salah. Well. Here we are again. Mr. Mo Salah. Yeah, I agree, JK. He was a little bit more involved. Crosses, but again, stunk it out.
Yeah.
1 for me.
What's the grade?
1.
Oh, okay, 1.
Yeah, 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The man who said he was hurt in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Thanks, Pops.
TK.
I missed that, Pops.
Yeah, I'm letting them get away with it. Pops.
EKTK, I gave EKTK a 5. I thought EKTK was he looked like he was engaged. He was trying to make something. It's unfortunate that he was playing through pain. It's unfortunate that a lot of these players that one of the key characteristics of slot ball was his ability to keep these players, relatively healthy and the rotation and everything else. And this season, it just hasn't seemed that way. Sometimes bad play brings on injuries as well, but I'm not saying anyone is fibbing about their injuries, but I gave him a 5. What'd you give him? Where'd you give back at TK? Let's see, Pops gave him a 4.
Yeah, 4. No, actually, no, 5. 5. He was trying.
Okay. Milante? Before someone's doorbell? Or-
No, sorry, that's the clock. It's an old school clock. It just goes every hour. That noise. It's all right, man. That was the ding dong for slots. Doom failure.
Yeah, stop
Yeah.
time to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the meeting with FSG now. A last midnight emergency meeting, which apparently they are having actually regarding that. But anyway, enough of that. Yeah, I feel.
I mean,
Yeah,
it wasn't. I'm not giving him a 5 simply for trying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that the effort was.
it's just opinions. That's all.
Yeah, he had. I mean,
You know.
the fact that he got 4 shots. He got 4 shots off. He had 2 of them on target. It's not like it was another case where we're talking about the striker didn't get the ball, or I've said it. This Eketike, I'm like, Isak can create shots on his own. So, maybe that was what it was. but yeah, 30 touches for the guy. And it's not, again, 5. It's not a good score. People making it feel like I given him like he's gonna go home and show his parents. Yeah, like show his parents that score. That's not a grade. That's not a good grade. Did you give your grade for TK?
5 I gave him, yeah.
Okay. Milante, did you give your grade?
No, I'm a good rate from Hugo. Like you said, he tried. He made some good, pressing skill. I mean, we shouldn't have the blatant penalty. I don't know what the referee was smoking there. That was a blatant penalty on Hugo, right in front of him, and he didn't give it. But he needs a goal, Hugo. He definitely needs a goal. But I'll give him a 4.
Okay. I don't know what PSV's last good moment was when.
Didn't they win the Europa League? No.
November 26th. They won the league last year, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think they beat Ajax on last day of the season.
Yeah.
When Jordan Henderson was Ajax collapsed. They bottled it.
Yeah. And also their last moment. Their last moment was November 26th at Anfield, 4-1. That was their last. You want to talk about their last big moment? When was the last time you heard of a team coming to Anfield in Europe and beating us 4-1? Who's the last team that did that?
Madrid,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
5-2 now.
A horrible day.
That was 5-2.
Yeah.
Some guy scored in that game, but he can't. But that guy can't shoot. That one dude can't shoot. So
it was nice goal that was when he scored.
Who was that? It was some. I think he plays in Saudi Arabia.
Darwin Buda.
He need to go to Brian's channel. Take it to Brian's channel.
I get him in while I can. All right.
Oh,
So,
if that's that fun, no, I won't get mad.
Yeah.
What it is
Cody.
about Darwin, he had this energy. You didn't know what he was going to do, and that sort of
Captain Chaos.
What that did, it unsettled defenses, and then what happened? Salah took advantage of that. Simple tactics, bro. You know, like I know number 9s are there to score goals, but sometimes they've got to do something else, and that's what he used to do. So yeah, not everyone's cup of tea, but hey.
PSV are well better than Ajax. They are. They certainly are. Lately, they have been. Ajax has been not even remotely close to them. when it comes to performances in the Eredivisie. Last but not least, Cody. He's trying. Is that a running theme? I thought Cody was good in the very beginning of the game, to be honest with you, but he fell off dramatically towards the second half. It just got repetitive. I'll give him a 3 out of 10. I give him a 3. What are you giving Cody?
Yeah. You don't use Kirkes enough. Give him the ball. Tell him to swing the ball in. Simple things, little through balls into the box. He can't cross with his left foot. Why? Because he never does it. So what is the manager doing with these guys? You know what I would have just done today? I would have been like, Mo, you're not playing on the right wing today. You're playing on the left. Cross the fucking ball into the box. Same as Gapco. You're playing on the right, bruv. Get the ball on your right foot, cross it, swing it into the box. Because why? There's a striker there. He wants to score from it. I would have just done that tactic today. That's what I just don't understand what a manager does. Like, why can't Salah play on the left wing? I've always wondered that. I'm like, what would this guy do on the left wing? He would have to cross it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I guess so.
So that seems to be it's never going to work out, is it? Number 9 with Slot in charge. Why? Because they're not training the players, Gapco and Salah, to actually find a striker in the box. Yeah.
What was your rating for
Gapco,
Mr.
I'll give him a 3. Yeah,
Asian 3? Asian Cody gets a 3. Not Agent 3, but Agent Cody gets a 3. How about for you, Nalante?
1.
Okay.
It's good enough.
Very
Good enough. Yeah.
For subs, I don't think that we even really need to rate the subs, to be honest with you.
I looked like he was trying to get involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's more involved tonight. Yeah, he's a little bit more touches. He's getting more. He's okay without really.
Took a shot.
Yeah, without really, pushing. But again, some of it, he had to work it out, and that's the problem, isn't it?
He had about 30.
Okay. So, all right, what you want to give? What you want to give? There's only 2 subs, so you can give your ratings real quick.
I'll give Isaac 4. He looked a little bit better than normal and stuff. But as I said before, give the guy a chance to shoot and score. No one does it for him, bro. Come on, man. The guy
then for
cost 120
Chiesa,
million, and we can't even do that. We can't do that in 30 minutes, not once. Where the guy beats this guy square ball, like
for Chiesa too. To give your ratings for both of the subs.
Chiesa weren't involved. 3.
Oh, yeah. I don't disagree on that one. All right, Nalante, what's your ratings for both subs?
Isaac, I'll give him a 4. Again, I agree. He came on 60 minutes. He was more into the game. He tried a bit better. He's more into the game, so you could see what he could potentially do. But again, the game was kind of done really. And Chiesa, let me see. Chiesa is a hard one. He had 15 minutes. Again, could have done better with a shot. I guess a 4, man, or maybe it was a shot of frustration to Arnie Slot. Who knows? But yeah,
he looked frustrated. Chiesa.
Yeah. Both of them had little bits and pieces, but again, they've only just come in the games. It's only so
could have started Chiesa and Isaac today with Ekatike. You know what I mean? Just do something out of the ordinary. What you got to lose? Your job, innit? That's how you do them sort of changes. So,
if I had to rate the subs, I would have given Isak I would have given a 4 for Isak, and I would have given a 5 for Chiesa. I thought Chiesa was. I think Chiesa, every time he comes on the pitch, he plays with like at least that. He plays that passion, that Harvey Elliott passion of like.
Yeah, you can't go.
I'm going to go out here. I'm going to make the most of the situation, despite it being an intangible untenable, I should say.
But
From
again,
the opposition.
yeah, it gets ignored.
Mhm. Chiesa wasn't humbly doesn't like Chiesa's performance today. Okay.
I wasn't bad.
All right, Mr. Slot. Arnie Slot. Nah, 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 nah. I know it goes la, 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 la. I'm saying nah, 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 nah.
And I'm saying, are they gone? Don't let the door hit you.
Wow.
Are they gone? Don't let the door hit you. That's just got to be that, unfortunately.
What are you going to give Arnie Slot as a rating?
Oh, that's easy. -1.
Okay, -1. It's-
Grace tonight. Played the same predictable team, the predictable, boring lineup. No, not doesn't have the ball to drop certain players, and then he done the same thing with the subs. Lastminute.com, and they only subs their son. I don't know what Endo has to do to start. I don't know what Joey. Yeah, he might have. I mean, it's like he's having digs at Joey. He's like, oh, he had to have injections. Fine. Oh, you can't play 7 games in 22 games. Flipping hell, one-legged Joey would do better than them two like tonight. Believe me. Flipping hell, mate. He's still getting the tactical sides of the midfield wrong. You still won't drop certain players. We've got a DM. Yeah, you might not like him. Plays, but just play a DM. Just play someone. At least Endo. Yeah, I'm not saying he will save everything, but a man he's the best. He's an actual DM out of the midfield we've got. He's the best defensive in that aspect in all of them, and he can put his foot in and tackle and read a game. I mean, is it that hard? And the Chiesa, does Slot not like pasta? Does he like a bit of cheese in his pasta? Does it like some pizza, Italian pizza? No? No? Pepperoni? Or some anchovies? What's going on here, man?
Oh
I
my God.
mean, Hughes in, Chiesa in, whether he wanted what like. I mean, looks like if you're not
Hey,
gonna
I'm
use
just
him.
glad. I'm just glad he didn't throw in Rio for this embarrassment.
Oh, yeah, well, no point the kid time. But listen,
I
Slot,
mean,
you're a big man.
he's done it before. That's my point. He's done it before.
Yeah.
We
But
were down
my thing,
3-0 or something like that. He threw
oh
it in.
yeah, one of the games before, yeah, because Rio's he's gone a bit, all this hype and gone a bit off the ball. But my point is, and when people say, "Oh, Hughes,"
I just want to crush his mentality. I
yeah,
don't want to it's hard
yeah,
enough to feel good, but then to be a part of that, trying to find your way in the Premier League is tough enough. Then
yes. And I was just saying, I know you guys going to put your raise just quickly. I was just going to say, look, people I remember argue me about, oh, the head coach doesn't get a say in the transfers. Of course he does. Hughes doesn't decide finally. Said, no, I'm buying him. Slot. That's it. He goes to Slot and says, you know what? Do you want the player? We're going to get him? Yes or no? If Slot says no, Hughes is not going to buy him over his head. Head coach will always make a decision because if Hughes went to him and said, do you want Chiesa? Yes or no? Slot can say no and he won't get him. So what I'm trying to say is, why did he say yes to Chiesa when he's not bothered? When Chiesa I think what Chiesa needs to do is an I Love You Arnie Slot music song. I love you, Anne, in Italian. Cialachello, 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 Anne Slot. Maybe do that. I don't know. I really don't know. It's just mind boggling to me. It really is. And yeah, it's going to cost him his job, unfortunately. And yeah. But like I said, sorry, I'm going on. So yeah, -1. Just, yeah,
okay.
awful.
we're at the round up to 0.1, so it could be something at least on the board. But I got you. I got your rating. I got your score in there. All right, what are you rating him at? What do you give him, JK?
-4, bro.
Come on, stop.
Each goal.
Jeez.
Why? Because
I
look,
had
bro,
because he gave a -1.5. I had to round up to 0.1 because I was getting it in the chat for it not being a positive.
you know why, bro? Because he didn't show me today anything different that he's been doing for the last few months. He could have done a Ekatike Isaac up top with Salah behind him and just play 3 in the midfield. Something like that for the first half hour and say, hey lads, see how we get on with that. Keeps playing Canate. Could have played Gomez. What else? What else? I don't know what. He can't get over his message to the players. And that seems to be the major problem why I gave him -4. Because he knows his sort of job's on the line. He knew this is a big game. All these
Yeah,
big meetings
he
at
knew it.
Anfield, training ground.
I'm
this, that,
sure
and the
he's
other.
had a conversation. I'm sure one of the brass came in and said, you know, we don't have to necessarily have this long conversation, but you need to start putting in some. You could tell, you could see it in his face. You can see it in his face on the sideline. He knows what's going on. He knows his
Yeah, of
job
course.
is coming to an end.
And do you think that's why he's not changing anything? Because he's
Yeah.
thinking it's over anyway.
Yeah. If you're going to go down, we're going to go down. Why not go down with the ship? You know, he's basically saying he's doing what a lot of coaches I've seen do, which is not, rather than adjust or change their frame of thinking, they're just like, you know what, I'll just double down.
Yeah, mud.
And that's exactly what Arnie's doing.
You know what? Also
feel
annoys
bad.
me.
I
He's got
gave
a big
him-
team there.
I gave him a 2. So,
Okay. He's got a
but
big
then
team
again,
there.
how
with
about
iPads.
I give him I'll give him an incomplete. I'll give him an incomplete. You know, when you don't finish the paper and you turn it in, you don't get a grade.
Incomplete. Yeah.
Incomplete.
Being too nice. Being too nice.
I'll give him an incomplete. How about that?
Tom is too nice, man. He totally don't like ripping off the
You
band.
don't even get a grade though. At least if you get a grade, that at least goes to your average. Incomplete. That's not even that. That's a
That's it, Wizkid, yeah. Believe me, mate. I'll sing you all the songs you want, mate. Honestly, Wizkid,
Yeah.
trust me.
DNP.
We'll meet again.
DNP.
No how.
Goodness.
Where.
Okay.
That's
Let's
not a good one.
we're already 12 minutes over time.
JK, come on, let's start a duet, man, right now.
Let's not.
Yeet.
It's bad enough.
Let's think
It's bad
about
enough. I had
fun.
to,
I think he's
I had
annoyed
to-
with the result.
yeah, no. Bad enough. I had to watch that game, much less now. I have to
You don't want to hear us.
hear late night karaoke.
Yeah.
Let's do
Pops, remember that Bob Marley song? Let me know. I'll play it now. We'll sing a song. I'm joking. All right, sorry. All right, go. Sorry.
Let's do this. So look, I've defended this manager. I've definitely been optimistic with his approach, or not his approach, but with his tactics, and certainly with his results early on in his tenure. I started to waver towards this. Not, it wasn't about this time. It was like, I think, a month later than this time. But I started to waver a little bit once we got to that, or it's 2 months after this time. Started to waver a little bit once I started signing out the recognition that this guy was not going to play. Players that I believed in, players that I saw a year before he entered the fro, that I saw contribute. Players I knew what it was to be a Liverpool player. But tonight, it wasn't the scoreline. It might not have been the defending. It might not even been the substitutions. It was the look on the touchline, on the players' faces, in the body language of all of them, and in the fact that I saw it wasn't. We weren't even at the full 90. Actually, it was like 83rd, 84th minute. They showed a camera angle on Anfield, and there were people leaving. That is a look where I've only seen that look maybe twice in the history of following this team. Maybe at the end of Hodgson or the end of Rodgers, but that look of disconnect when the players stop responding and the manager starts guessing. Let me be clear. I'm not calling for anyone's job because I know how difficult it is. How difficult it is to provide for a family, much less even yourself. So easy to say, sack a guy, get him out of here, da da da. But I am calling for honesty at this point. And this is a team that has lost 9 of their last 12 matches. This is not form. This is not bad luck. This is not fine margins. This is systematic failure. You can have injuries. You can have bad referees. You can have misfiring forwards. Nunez. Still got something stuck in my throat there. Sorry. But you cannot have no identity. Not at Liverpool. Not at this club. Not under these expectations. So here's a question that will dominate this channel. Oh, that's dominated the majority of the channels. That's dominating now, resonating amongst the fan base. Probably, like as apparently what we've been told, which is going to be a conversation that is going to be held within the club for the next 7 days, possibly. I don't even know if we get that long, but for the next 7 days, is this the beginning of the end for Arne Slot? Or is this just rock bottom before the rise? Because something has to give. And if it doesn't, something will break. I'm asking Reds out there, please stand together, stay together. It's not going to be easy to hear a lot of the people that have been called enemies of the club rise a fist up and shout at you back or something like that. They're just missing the point of saying that a lot of the elements of divide is not the culture of this club. We need to hold each other up. We need to demand standards because we love this club. And no matter what happens next, you'll never walk alone is not a slogan, but it's a promise that we all have to keep. So I'm gonna let you want to say something, Sam?
All right, there, lads. I'm the new manager. I like bacon sandwiches in the morning. We're all meeting the calf. You got the rest of the week off before the West Ham game. Now, at the end of the day, bro, football's a game. I think some people go OTT with how angry they are and stuff. But I just reckon we've got a top squad there. Like when you look at the quality we've got in our squad. So for me, if it ain't this season, there's still a lot to play for. If you look at it, top 4. Oh god, it's horrible saying that. Champions League, FA Cup. If Stevie G came in tomorrow and said he's the new guy until the end of the season, I'll be sound with that. He was talking on the TV about some things about the game. This and it actually made sense what he was saying. Like you were saying, can Slot bring it back? For me, every game is this the game that he sort of turns it round, bro. And how many games can you keep on saying that to? You know.
Can't.
So I don't think he's going to turn it around, bro. I just got this feeling he isn't.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Sam.
No worries, bro.
Now, the man reporting from what looks like a parade, Mr. Lalante. This will hopefully be without song. So let's go for it. Let's hear what Mr. Lalante has to say.
You don't like your voice,
Last
bro.
words. Yeah.
Discrimination there, JK. A bit of discrimination there.
Yeah. You know what it is? You got the British pop sort of voice. He's got the American Bruce Springsteen, Bon Jovi voice.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Rock and roll.
Actually, you know what though? I've seen a video about that. Where a guy is saying about American singers and British singers who's different and who's better and that. Funny one.
We
No,
Well-
he's like Delante's like Mark Morrison to me. How about that?
yeah, don't look a bit too British, but listen, I'm going in.
No, Mark Morrison is a legend.
Oh
Mark
yeah, of
Morrison-
course, yeah. Round 9.
My
I'm
brother, met
9.
him, my brother met him in the toilets in Leicester, where he's from, and he's singing. Yeah, bro.
Hey,
Yeah.
JK, that's enough. That's end the stream. End
Yeah,
the
that's
stream.
what
End the
I'm
stream.
saying. Yeah, don't tell the rest of that story. That doesn't sound good.
That's your
It was a
mind.
great show, guys. Good night. Good night.
Oh,
Good night.
no.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Get your minds out the gutter.
Pop stars can't go toilet now. Like, come on. You know what I mean? No, I don't think you'll turn it around, Pops. I don't think you will. No.
All right.
Oh, God.
So, Mark, so let's hear Return of the Mac. Let's hear it. What do you got to say?
Well, Slot is gonna go, and he ain't come back.
Oh, bro.
Oh, goodness.
Slots to Richard Hughes. You lied to me. You gave me 450 mil. You lied to me. Cause I
Oh, my
lost.
God.
Cause I.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wicked. Oh, wicked, bro.
Oh.
Oh.
I think.
Oh, man.
The first
You
part, bro, when you
lied
came
to
in,
me.
that was wicked. Oh.
I guess he's coming back, JK. One of 12's favorite. He's been champion for this. Oh, what do you know? Yes, well, you know, we like to play football, Sadio. Oh, Mo, yeah,
yes.
he's got boom, boom, and we're like, boom. Yes, I'm back. I'm back to jargon. Boom. Bye bye, Arnie.
Imagine Jurgen walks in tomorrow. That'd be madness, you know.
Would be.
Oh, flip it out.
For some
Top
of
would
us. Yeah.
Top would do a Klopp stream. It won't be Liverpool
Oh,
12, but it'll be Klopp 12 Klopp.
Definitely.
But there's some fans who don't really want Klopp, and where
No,
we
I
are
think
right
it's time.
now.
Yeah, I don't want him. I appreciate him, but he's at the end. We need to move on. We need to move on.
I would
There's
love
nothing there to
see-
move on to, bro.
Yeah,
Who's there? Who's
I'd
out
love-
there?
I know that's true, but I
I'd
don't want
love
to go
to
back to
see-
Klopp. That's it.
Because you know what? I'd love to see Klopp. The one thing that everyone always said was that Klopp never had the chance to have a, superstar-studded team. So
Whole squad, yeah.
if Klopp had they spent more money in this period for this coach than I think they've spent for Klopp and his 10-year tenure.
Probably true, bro.
That is ridiculous. It's like close to that number.
Yeah, they had the money. They should have.
In 1 year, you spent almost as much that you did for a coach in 10. A coach that did a coach that won you a double, a coach that won you a Champions League, a coach that won you obviously a title, Premier League title. The year we won the Champions League, who did we buy the very next year?
Seth Van der Berg and Harvey Elliott.
There you go.
Yep.
But then we won. But then we won the Premier League.
May I say to some individuals out there that question, Seth Van der Berg's like, you miss me now?
No, he's still not good enough. I'm not going to go there.
Oh,
good enough.
okay. Oh,
He's
wow.
still not good enough.
He's still not good enough.
No, come on, man. He's
You know
not
what it is,
Liverpool quality.
quickly?
I saw him stop a goal against us, and
But that's one that can happen. Prof. How many players have come and have had good games against us? The former club, Nico Williams.
How about this?
Nico Williams.
What I am saying is that we had Seth Van den Berg right now. We wouldn't be so reliant upon holding on to Gomez as our only center back option. Maybe we could play Gomez as a right back. Maybe we'd have coverage there. and set Vandenberg on the bench. Now all of a sudden we don't have to worry about, hey, we can't play Gomez at right back because we need him at center half.
Yeah, but we could.
That's what I'm trying to get across.
No, I get that, Toph, but it's not Seth Vandenberg. We could have got any defender. We just didn't do. Seth Vandenberg had to go.
We didn't have to get any defender. We had.
Yeah, but Seth Vandenberg is not good enough. Is he better than Kwanzaa?
I don't know. Kwanzaa's not on our team.
There you go. Exactly. Right. There you go. So, but yeah, I
was very vocal about the fact that I didn't like the way that Kwanzaa got treated last year. Of his existence with us, and now there's talks that we're going to try to go back. We're going to go back to Leverkusen because we have a clause in our deal that we can go back.
We're going to buy back clause. Yeah,
and now we're going to buy him back for $35 million. Tell me how that makes sense. So basically, we just gave a $35 million loan.
Yeah, I don't think we will buy it back now.
No, it's not a £35 million buyback.
It isn't.
We're going to buy him back at £70 million.
Yeah,
it's less.
No, it's 70. It's £70 million.
It'd be less. Trust me. It'd be less. It won't be 70 mil. There's no way we're going to pay 70 mil for Kwanzaa as a buyback clause.
Reason why it doesn't seem like it's 70 million and why that number is what it is because we're going to pay 35 million to get him back because 35 million is what they gave us.
Mm-hmm.
So call for what it is. This is the same group that said, you know what, cool, we'll go into this without we'll go into this situation with Gomez as a center back and not do what we need to do. I don't know. How did that just happen?
Yeah.
How does Sam just get into the big screen there? What the heck?
You got a big Sam in it, see?
I swear I didn't even do that. I did not do that.
Yeah, I swear. Yeah, Pops.
No,
is
I
right.
didn't. That was
Pops.
weird.
Yeah. Pops, I agree with you in your chat. It's true, Pops. If we got gay, it would be an issue. And yeah, I agree with you, Pops. The last two bits. I do agree. Definitely. I'm very unlucky with Leone. Yeah, it's true. Flip. No, he'd be the first team. He'd be starting right now. Believe me. Oh.
Yeah. But it's all good. All good. Up here acting like what's that guy? Big Narsty. Isn't Big Narsty? Isn't that a British guy? Isn't that a British?
Yeah. He's a rapper / comedian.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's take it out like with Craig David. I'm just trying to think of all the British singers and rappers I can off the top of my head. One, I like Craig David though. He's pretty dope. And let's just end this the right way. Look, we're gonna have to definitely take a lot of banter. We're gonna have to take a lot of BS, but that too. Villa's like it wasn't even a high bar for him to meet the terms of his loan deal. The terms of his loan deal was he had 10 games he had to be played, not start, by the way, just play, have 10 appearances for Villa, and that would have been enough for him to be for him to trigger their option to buy.
Mm-hmm.
The last game, Villa decided to bring up one of their youth academy players instead of bringing up Elliott. Now we're going to be bringing him back. Look, the closest thing I can say is, look, maybe we get the band all back and we make it right. But who knows? Who knows about that? All right. Before we get Nolante singing any more songs, let us be out and let us thank the panel for their incredible definitely some really, really good insight and some good good commentary. Shout out to Chris as well from
Yeah, man.
the Bayesian Reds. Shout out to him, and as always, shout out to the Bayesian Reds that were in the chat, Pops, and to the streets as well. Shout out to you in the chat that joined us. I'm sure this broadcast was a lot different than the majority of the broadcasts that you probably had to suffer through if you're looking for some type of release or therapy to get over this. Let's call it what it is. This is embarrassing. It's an embarrassment. And yeah, I feel bad that Norm had to sit through this at the game. I feel bad for those of us that had to watch it on TV. But we rise, and we go again. We rise and we go again. We got who do we have coming up next? We have West Ham coming up. Yeah, we have West Ham coming up. You never
And
know.
then from West Ham. Oh boy.
An informed West Ham, definitely. A West Ham team who we are. The last 10 matches that we've faced against West Ham, we are 8-1-1 against them. So who knows? Last time we played them at Anfield, it was 2-1. Last time we went to West Ham, that was that incredible outing that we had. I think Jota scored. I want to say a brace that game.
The 5-0.
Yeah.
No, Joe scored one.
He scored one. Okay.
Just the one. Yeah.
Cody scored. That was Salah who had a brace then.
Yeah.
Trent had a goal in that game.
Yeah.
That was an absolute beatdown. But maybe revenge is on their minds this time. So not much to say, my brothers and sisters. Not much to say other than keep your heads up. Go ahead.
What's Rodney saying? Fur coat. What's that all about? I love how other teams always jump on Liverpool. It's funny, man.
No standards. What is no standards?
It's that Trotter, Rodney Trotter.
Arsenal are winning games. They haven't won nothing yet, in my opinion. They're winning games. When Liverpool last season, they were top of the Champions League table and the Premier League table. And then what happened? We got knocked out in the next round of the Champions League, you know. For me, it ain't over till it's over.
What was the question he asked? What was the question?
No, someone wrote football 101. Arsenal winning everything.
You'd accept being the worst ever UCL winners? What is the question? You accept 17th in the UCL despite winning one recently.
Oh yeah, I saw that question in the chat earlier. Yeah.
What is the question? What is the question?
You're trying to say you said being the worst ever Europe. He said, would you accept finishing 17th for winning the Champions League?
Would I accept it?
Yeah, would you accept that? Yeah. You put it in the chat.
Oh.
Yeah.
For
me, it's like finishing second and not winning the Champions League.
I've already said that. We're definitely in the current form that we're in. The current form that we're in is very similar to Spurs. The difference is, if we were to win Champions League, that would be despite our terrible finish in the Premier League, if we end up having that, because it's still a season to go. Who knows how we're at the end of the season? You know, whether we make top four, whether we don't make top four, whether I'm not going to say contend for the league, but you know, whether those things happen. There's been teams that have been further back than us that have won the league. I'm not saying that we will, but what I am saying that has happened before. I'm also saying that there are aspirations to bring silverware home every year. So if we were to go out and we were to win Champions League and end up in 17th place like the Spurs, would I accept it? I would be. I don't think I would be happy with our Premier League performance, but I would applaud that our team took the initiative to bring home silverware. And I think next to the Premier League title, there is no title that's as big, if not bigger. Tell me different.
Mhm. So let's talk about it.
You know what I mean? We're talking about a trophy, and it's very interesting when people say, when people talk about standards, and you're going to tell me about standards you're talking about a trophy that I don't think that any other team in Premier League history has won more than two of, other than us. Is there? Is there any other team that's won more than two?
What, Champions League?
Yeah.
United got 3, yeah.
United, yeah.
You got 3? Okay, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea got 2.
2,
Chelsea.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
you're
Forest
telling
got
me
2.
Manchester United, who has 3 who also have who also trail us in trophies in general, but they have 3. And we have twice that number. So if we were able to bring up number 7, if we were able to bring up number 7, would I be in the dumps? No. Our standards are not in the gutter. Our standards are not in the gutter. I disagree with that profusely. I listened to a Manchester United fan or a Manchester United content creator talk about how his standards for Manchester United were to get top 6.
There you go.
You're going to tell me about standards, and I listened to a Manchester United content creator talk about top 6 as if that's a thing. We're talking about trying to bring home a Champions League trophy, and they're talking about qualifying for the Conference League. And you're going to tell me about standards. Come on. I'm about to get triggered by the chat. So let me get out of here before I do. I got some music to listen to.
Who dares? Yeah, that's true. Chicken. Who dares wins? It's not about it was standard. It's common sense. It's a trophy. It's the Champions League. So what do you want? You want to? Do you get a trophy for finishing 3rd or 2nd? Exactly. You answer that question to yourself and think about it logically.
Anyway. It is what it is. If it happens, it happens. You know what I mean?
Exactly, innit? Yeah.
We can't say, we don't want to take the Champions League to make it number 7. Because we were
That's the silliest thing ever. Come on. No one's ever said.
Come on, you days win. Think about it logically. Think about it.
That's silly.
Think about it. So you want to finish 3rd? You're embarrassing. Yeah, you're embarrassing if you want to think you took over 3rd and not winning the trophy through 17th and winning the Champions League. You're embarrassing.
That's ridiculous. Like someone's like, you got an opportunity to win the Champions League, and you're like, no, man, I want to get top 4.
Do you think Tottenham fans will cry when?
4. I'm not going to win the Champions League. If I don't win top 4, then the Champions League ain't a damn to me. Okay, you keep telling yourself that. I don't know what team you represent, but you keep telling yourself.
He's obsessed. He ain't a Liverpool fan. I think he's Spurs. He's always obsessed. He's on Liverpool streams anyway. He's quite obsessed.
He can't be a Spurs fan. He can't be.
He's one of the two anyway.
If he's a Spurs fan saying that, your team flexed when they won the Europa against a horrible, horrible Manchester United team. Flexed.
You don't have no coat or no underwear, so
exactly, mate. Yeah, you go put your fur coat, go to bed, mate. Put your slippers in, buddy.
I know. We're getting.
What about winning number 7?
It's fine.
Appreciate the love. Appreciate the interaction. Everyone's welcome to their opinions.
Spurs fan on the
And
Liverpool channel. Oh my god, the game's gone mad.
yeah, absolutely. I'm not. What I'm trying to get across, pops, is
Yes.
say Lex. I was just being told that if I got the Champions League, I shouldn't be happy. From a Spurs fan, apparently, a Spurs fan that got the Europa, not the Champions League, got the Europa title
Okay, ask him. Did he
against a team
celebrate
that
that?
finished against a team that finished what 15th place, when in a year that they finished 17th place. But yet, if they're allowed to be happy with their trophy and be ecstatic, but me saying that I would be proud of my club for winning a Champions League and be disappointed in my club for a poor Premier League finish, that's not having standards.
Thing is, they're playing Champions League last night, because of that. What happened to them? You know, they won the Europa League. I bet. Did he celebrate that Europa League win? I just want to know that.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all it is.
All right. Jesus, talking dumb.
I'm not expecting no 17th. Who says we're going to finish 17th?
I don't know why. I
I
don't
know
know
he
why.
asked a question, and
What's
then
that
he's
all
saying
about?
standards.
Come on.
But again,
Yeah. Yeah.
you support
We're-
Spurs, buddy.
Keeping standards. Keeping
Yeah.
standards is winning back-to-back Premier League titles
Yeah,
and winning the Champions League next year. Sorry. So
you keep being hypocritical with your questions.
No,
you'll be happy
the
to be.
standards.
It isn't our first Champions League if we win it. It will be our 7th. You know.
So why are you obsessed, buddy? Why are you going on? Yeah, exactly. Why are you going on about standards? You've all answered that. You keep talking about
You
standards. You
realize-
didn't even support
yeah.
Liverpool, buddy.
You know, like that's funny too, because you're talking about 17th. You know that we're 3 points off of 4th place. We're one win away from being in 4th place.
Now he's saying that even though we're really poor in the league, would we take the Champions League? It don't make sense. Of course we take it.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's a dumb question. That's my point.
Exactly. Your question was
Like,
answered, and you're going
yeah.
on about we've answered it. So why are you going on about it and saying about standards? You don't support Liverpool. Of course, we all want to be first. But you answer.
Yeah,
So how
yeah,
just
of course we
anyway?
want to be first. Yeah, of course we want to win. But if we ended up getting,
No, we
knocked
answered it. So what, just let it go, buddy. Stop mentioning it every time.
That's
And then you
true.
keep going on standards. You don't support Liverpool. What's wrong with you? Anyway, let's just
I
end the
don't
show,
know.
man. I
Yeah,
saw he wants to go around in
No, I
circles.
don't mind.
I just think the only thing we proved, I think the only thing that was proved is that some of us don't know what standards are. So
Yeah.
It's a football show. Anyone can come
Yes.
over, no problem. At the end of the day, if we win number 7, we win number 7. You know what I mean? It ain't number 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
just weird from a Spurs fan like you, and you keep going on about it. You prove your standards. You proved that you're a numpty. That's what you proved. You're a numpty.
right.
That's what you proved.
Let's settle down. Let's settle down. Because again, I'll show. Okay, well now we're getting crazy.
Who's the fake man?
We will.
You want to do it 12? I can do it.
No, I've already done it. All right,
Okay.
so we are going to be out. No fake fans here. These are all OGs. We are all Liverpool fans that support our club through thick and thin, and going through a tough and rough time. But together, we'll get through this, and that's the true mark of fans, is that we're going to get through this together. So, big up to each and every one of you. Big up to everyone that understands what standards are, and other than that,
You're signing honest, man.
we'll see you. See you tomorrow.
Big up the chat. Big up everyone. Peace.
That's up the chat, man.